AM, KUBE, Riverside.
You and me, we're gonna have a fight today after school. 3 o'clock in the parking lot. You try and run, I'm gonna track you down. You go to a teacher, it's only gonna get worse.
Welcome to the Inland Sports Show. Your leader in sports in the Inland Empire. The Riverside. Now, here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
Welcome to the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. Today is the day. Cajon versus Sarah, CIF State Championship on the line. We will have live updates of the Cowboys right here on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. I'm Pep Fernandez, and that is Jeff Gorham. A lot of Cajon high school football talk. We'll also get a little NFL. I got a game for Jeff that if we have time, we're going to play later in the show. He has no idea. I've got a game for you, Jeff.
I'm excited. I love games.
It has something to do with college football, so I got a little game for Jeff a little bit later.
I'll fail miserably
in the show. Hey, we're efforting a live interview with Cajon head football coach Nick Rogers live from Sacramento as the Cowboys are getting set to take on Sarah for the Division IIA state championship. So if that goes down, we're going to go right to the phone line and get Coach Rogers on the show because they kick off. Jeff, they kick off at 4 o'clock. That's an early start. They're less than an hour away from playing for the state championship in Sacramento.
In 1 hour, state championship time.
So if he calls, that's what we're going to do. We got a big show planned for you. It's all brought to you by our good friends at Spoiled. Quick, quality oil change. You'll be spoiled by their great customer service and low prices. Bill Navigado and his team are the very best.
They do a good job over there.
Oh, man. It's the only place I take my car. And wiper blades. Get the new wiper blades, too, before you hit the winter season and all that rain. Ken Sporting Goods, more than 40 years in the Inland Empire, and they dominate all your sporting gear needs and Letterman's jackets. Boost Performance Training in Corona with Coach Ray Bass. From lacrosse to football and everything in between. They'll coach you up. They'll get you faster, stronger, all the good stuff so you can be your very best on the athletic field. Boost Performance Training. And Catalano Motors in Corona off to Mescal Canyon Road. SUVs, sports cars, mini minivans. Whatever you're in the market for, you can buy, trade, or finance at Catalano Motors off to Mescal Canyon Road in Corona. All right, so we're obviously going to spend a lot of time on Cajon playing in the state championship game in Sacramento throughout the next 3 hours here on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. We're going to mix in a little Star Wars talk, Jeff. We went and saw Star Wars last night. How awesome was that?
It was great sitting right next to you, buddy. It was just great sitting right next to you. Wait,
was it good, though? Did you enjoy it?
The movie itself? You know, it was great sitting next to you, my friend.
Spoiler-free, Jeff.
Spoiler-free, I will
Spoiler-free.
say this. Holy cow, I said there was 8 days I look forward to in my entire life, and they were the best days of my life. Take out yesterday. My birth of my children goes into...
It's going ahead of this latest movie?
Oh,
well, all the critics said it was going to be the greatest Star Wars movie ever.
The critics are stupid. I love Star Wars more than almost anything in life. Yesterday, they let me down.
Well, here's the deal. I know. Here's the deal. If you saw the Star Wars movie last night, and you would like to tell us about it without giving away spoilers, we don't want to ruin it for everybody else, but if you want to give us your take and without getting into all the juicy details, you can give us a call, or maybe you want to talk Cajon football. We're also wanting to hear your predictions, Cajon versus Sarah, for the state championship. If you have a score prediction, we'll take that within the next hour because at 4 o'clock they kick off. And then the live updates start right here on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM, the Inland Sports Show. So the number is, and write this down, put it in your phone. It's on social media as well, on the Inland Sports Twitter account. 951-369-1350. One more time. 951-369-1350. If you have a spoiler-free Star Wars take or you want to predict a score for Cajon versus Sarah, hit us up.
I am going to say one thing. You know, there were some cameos. I'm not going to say who the cameos were, but they should have brought back, and if you are listening, Lando and Lobot.
Yeah, you were a little disappointed.
Oh, how can you not bring back Lando and Lobot? Lando, in the crux of the story they should have brought him in instead of the ding-dongs they brought in. And if you really want to watch the movie, just watch Forces of Destiny. You know, that girls cartoon?
Yeah, it's on Disney Junior or Disney Channel, one of those.
Just if you want to watch this latest movie, watch Forces of Destiny, and then
they're only I think they're like little 2 or 3 minute videos, like cartoons.
My eyes are killing me from last night. I'm a little disappointed. I did like seeing the great Luke Skywalker. That's not a spoiler.
Jeff, we got to tone it down.
I'm so sad.
Skywalker was in all the previews, the trailer, so we know he was going to be in it. But, some twists and turns, and it was just very, very interesting the way it went.
Millennials ruined this movie. The dang millennials.
See, because based on the Star Wars trailers, I had a preconceived notion of how the movie Episode 8 was going to unfold, and it didn't. It didn't go that way at all.
No.
And I was I got to be honest, I was disappointed.
Yeah, and we had talked about this because we were going to argue our points, pro and cons. I think you're with me.
We're in the same boat.
We kind of, we wanted to cry of happiness, but yet we cried of sadness. As we walked out to our cars after the movie,
we're like, what was that?
Yeah, we said, what, you don't want to say, man, it was rotten. But, I kind of wanted to just go, I was disappointed. It's nice seeing the characters, but they didn't evolve the way I like.
Yeah, maybe it was our own fault because we had, again, those expectations of how we thought the movie was going to play out. We're like, wait, what?
It took a left turn.
It did.
It took a really big left turn.
So we had a good show yesterday here on the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM yesterday. And then Jeff and I, we packed up and we headed over to the movie theater. We watched Star Wars. We came out of the theater and we were trying to digest what we just saw and also getting ready for the big Cajon game today against Sarah for the state championship. So we knew it's going to be a lot of Star Wars and Cajon Cowboy talk today on the Inland Sports Show.
Oh, I'm looking forward to hearing the live updates, the recreations of scores by our man Cullen.
Intern Cullen is standing by to bring you the very latest. He's over there at the spoiled quick quality oil change sports update desk, and getting ready to deliver you the latest on the state championship.
You will recreate the touchdowns.
Hey, and you know what's even crazier? The paparazzi caught up with Jeff last night at the movie theater.
Yes,
didn't they?
Oh yeah. I was.
We were the first ones in the movie theater, right? We were the very first ones in there. You and I sitting there all by ourselves
in our big luxury seats, and we were in the dead center of the perfect spot.
You really hooked it up.
Yeah, it was great. But yeah, some little. Well, you were famous. They knew who you were in there.
They didn't.
One of the coaches at Notre Dame was there.
Oh yeah, one of the Notre Dame football coaches. Yeah, Coach RJ was out there. But it was funny. Jeff and I were in there by ourselves. And what was it? Cameron McHugh, right?
What's
up, Cameron? I know he's a big fan now of the Inland Sports Show.
He was from Matthew Gage Junior High.
That's right.
He was doing a project.
School project.
And he interviewed me and said, he had to do this for his. He had to put it on Instagram? Is that what it was?
Yeah, his mom had to put it on Instagram, and then he had to do a couple other things for his project. But it was funny. He walked in. There's only a couple people in the theater at this point because, remember, Jeff and I were first, right?
Yes.
We were first, number one. So we were in there, and his mom just kind of puts it out there. Hey, my son has a school project, and he needs to interview someone. So instantly I say, hey, this guy's famous. He's on the radio. His name's Jeff. You should interview him.
He's on the Inland Sports Show.
That's what I said. He's on the Inland Sports Show. Interview him. He's famous.
Don't you know who he is? Come on.
Yeah.
So, they asked me what my first time I saw Star Wars. I told them it was 19. I was young. I was 7.
19.
And it was at the Cinerama Dome. And I told them my whole experience going with my mom and brother. And it was the greatest thing. It changed my life. And then yesterday, about 10:45 or 10:15, my life was changed. Not for the better.
No?
We talked. We called each other driving home. We called each other this morning. We are trying to dissect this thing and get it, but we're going to see it again.
It was very bizarre, but right now we got to go straight to the phone line, like we said. It's the Boost Performance Training Celebrity Hotline, and he's live from Sacramento. It's the head coach of the Cajon Cowboys, Nick Rogers. Coach, how are you? And thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, doing well. Just getting ready for the game here.
Yeah, we're less than an hour away, so we really appreciate you joining us here live on the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE. Wow, so you're at Sacramento State. You're taking on Sarah for that Division II AA state championship. How was practice this week with finals? Do you feel like the guys are in a good spot, in terms of having a good week of practice and being ready for the state championship game?
It's one of those things. You get to this level, or this time of the year and where we've been and all the drills, all the things that we've done. So it was really light practice this week. we were in and out of there in an hour, maybe hour and a half, just kind of going through things, and no real hitting. We've hit enough, we think. So just it's mostly just getting fresh and keeping the kids ready.
Yeah, no kidding, because this is a long season. I mean, Christmas feels like it's a week away, so that's a long. That's, like you said, a lot of hitting. That's a lot of football. So at this point, you feel like your guys are as good as they're going to get, right? We saw you guys play against Rancho Verde, and we talked about this on IEMG a little bit, that, man, in terms of a complete game and all facets of the football game, you guys are peaking at the right time playing your best football. Do you feel like that right now in week 16 of the season?
Well, certainly last week with that game against Rancho Verde, it was, a really well-coached team. Our kids came out, played really well, did everything that we asked them to do in all phases. I just hope we didn't, run out of the magic here. So we hope we still got another one left in the tank, and we'll see kind of how this plays out.
Cajon head football coach Nick Rogers live from Sacramento, getting ready for the state championship game in less than an hour at Sacramento State University. I'm just curious, what uniforms are you guys wearing for the state title game?
We're going little white tops with the yellow pants here, green helmet.
And Coach, how's your beard game for tonight's game?
Strong, always strong. I got it. Yeah, that's the main thing here. Got to get that ready to go. So I'm over here checking out Sarah's coaches, making sure I don't have any competition, and I got that victory locked up right now.
Yeah, when you win it all and you shave the beard, you must put it in a glass thing, and we will put the beard of Coach Rogers on the wall here.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in my little baby book there. So,
baby book. Well, Coach, I know you're very busy. You got the state championship coming up at 4 o'clock from Sacramento State. Best of luck. Again, we appreciate all the time, and we're rooting for the Cowboys down here.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, that's
Thanks,
Coach Rogers. Thanks, Coach.
All right, have a good one.
All right, man. The beard game is strong, coming off that big win against the Rancho Verde. Jeff, I'm feeling really good for Cajon against Sarah tonight.
I have my score. I have my prediction. You want my prediction
Not yet.
now?
Let's save it for the next segment.
Okay, I'm excited to share it with you.
In our next segment, we will put out our score predictions for Cajon versus Sarah. But we want to hear yours, too. You can tweet us at inland_sports or hit us up on the hotline. It's 951-369-1350. We'll take some phone calls as well. Your Star Wars non-spoiler takes.
Non-spoiler.
And your Cajon State Championship final score predictions. We will be right back on the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
Yeah, thank God it's Friday.
But I know something about you. You went to Cranbrook. That's a private school. What's the matter, dog? You embarrassed? This guy's a gangster. His real name's Clarence.
The Inland Empire's home for all things IE just got even better. Introducing the award-winning Inland Sports Show with Pep Fernandez and Jeff Corum.
Weekdays 3 to 6 p.m.
Your local sports leader in the Inland Empire. Fox Sports IE 1350. Fox Sports 13.
I played once upon a time at Centennial High School. I was actually on the first ever CIF championship team back in 2000, and then my senior year we won it again. I think that's my passion because I've done it. I know exactly where these athletes are at. I know what their mindset is right now. I know how hard it is to, number one, find a performance coach who can take you to the next level. What sets us apart has to be, how we work with our athletes and what we know. We can take an athlete and help them reach their athletic potential, help them, prevent injuries, help get them stronger. I know every single athlete who steps into this gym. I know exactly where they're at, and I'm going to progress them every week. If you're not getting results, then, what's it about? We're going to deliver something that's measurable, in terms of speed, power, strength, agility.
God, first of all. I thank the great people that I've got around me that help support me, the people that work for me. As I started, if it wasn't for the people around me, we probably wouldn't be here right now, but I've got a great staff. I've got great people that do stuff for us outside the store, and we've been very, very fortunate. Our service is impeccable, and we just keep trying to get. We can do online stuff for your teams, as well as, like I said, the screen printing, the embroidery. We also have 3 women that do extra sewing for us, like tackle tool on uniforms, or the bling or rhinestones for different shirts for the ladies. That's why we have certain racks just for certain schools, and the fun about that is that it turns into other schools that may come in here that aren't as close, that we can do stuff for them as well. We've had very, very good customers throughout the years, and it's just been a blast.
We focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. You come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
$10 the first month. Don't miss this limited time offer. Go to directvnow.com/iHeart and enter promo code iHeart to redeem.
Price after $25 credit on $35 package. Second month will be at full price and renews monthly unless canceled. Prices may change. New subscribers only. Compatible device required. Restrictions apply.
From the Buffalo Wild Wings Weather Center.
This report is brought to you by Stand Up to Cancer.
I'm Tony Goldwyn. 20 years ago, when my mom had lung cancer, she didn't have many choices. But today, you do. If you've been diagnosed with lung cancer, please visit standuptocancer.org/lungcancer to learn more.
This is a guided meditation on parenting. Find a relaxed position to let go of the time you left your daughter's blouse in the dryer too long and it shrunk 4 sizes, or when you donated her private diary to the public library. Deep breaths.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you. For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
You don't usually get a stock tip from a 16-year-old, but I'm here to tell you about a different kind of stock. It's called Better Futures, a stock for social change that's not about making money. Instead, you invest to help students like me go to college, which ends up making the future better for all of us. My name is Alicia, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. Brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
And we are back on the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM. We're all fired up for this Cajon versus Sarah Division II AA State Championship game at Sacramento State University. Again, a huge thanks to the great Nick Rogers, head football coach of the Cowboys. Joined us live just minutes ago here on the show. Jeff, he's less than an hour away from the state championship, but still took out some time to talk to us here live on the show. That's unbelievable.
He's obviously has his priorities correct by calling the show. You know, he's right now the teams are looking at each other. They're stretching out. They're doing some eyeballing sizing each other up, throwing the pigskin around, kicking field goals. And Coach is in. You know where Coach is right now?
Where's he at?
He's in the locker room, and he's putting his
manicuring his beard.
He's manscaping his beard. He's putting a little beard butter in it, combing it out so it's all perfect. By the time he's ready to go out, the game will have started.
He's got to make it look good.
Oh yeah, he's a Game of Thrones guy.
Yeah, he looks tough.
Yeah, he might show up tonight with a big blade, like a big, giant Excalibur blade, and stand on the sidelines. That would be imposing, wouldn't it?
Put some, war paint on his face.
I'm done. Just a big sword.
Yeah.
A big sword, as they say. That'd be awesome.
He is one of the best. He's also a Cajon alum, so I know there's a lot of pride for him in bringing Cajon a CIF Southern Section Division IV title this year, and now trying to win their first state title because, again, they just implemented the state playoffs I would say about a decade ago, 15 years ago, and then they introduced more divisions, and then they had the state regional, so they keep adding games, but now we've got Cajon playing for a state championship up there. The only Inland Empire school to make it this far, so congratulations to the Cowboys, already on a historic season, first CIF Southern Section title in 30 years, and now trying to win a state title as well. I got my Cajon beanie on.
You do?
In case there was any doubt who I was pulling for, Jeff.
And it's only about 85 degrees in here.
So well, you got me sick, man, so I actually feel comfortable right now with my beanie on.
Now, anything about Sarah? Has Sarah ever been in the state championship?
It's funny you asked that.
I figure there's got to be some history.
So Sarah actually played for a state title last season in Division 2A. They lost to Sierra Canyon by a score of 42-40. So they've been there. They've been to a state championship game. This is uncharted waters for Cajon, but Sarah has been to this point. They went to Sac State last year. They lost by 2 to Sierra Canyon. And coming off the regional game, of course, we told you that Cajon beat the Rancho Verde High School 76-32. Well, 70-32. That was a lot of points, 70 points to put on the Mustangs. Well, Sarah, they beat Tulare Union 76-43, so they scored 76 points. That's why we're saying it's going to be so high scoring.
Yeah, some people are having it kind of low scoring.
I think there's going to be a lot of touchdowns if you're going to ask me.
Hey, didn't Coach Stauffer?
Coach Stauffer checked in.
He called it.
That's your homie.
That's my guy.
Coach Stauffer, if you're out there, give us a call. Actually, Jeff Gorm actually loves you a lot. He probably doesn't come across that way in Twitter, but he actually loves you. So, hey, and his son is going to play at San Bernardino Valley College. I just saw that on
He's going to play
today.
in Death
Congratulations.
Valley?
Yeah, Zach's going to Death Valley.
And I go to those games. Coach Stauffer's not. He might try to fight me over at Death Valley. But hey,
what did he predict, Jeff? What did Coach Stauffer say?
38-35, Cajon.
I could see that. My personal feeling is there might be another touchdown or two.
I'm saying
high
higher.
school. Okay.
Do you want to know now, or are we waiting?
No, let's do it because the game kicks off at 4, so I don't want to wait much longer because I want to hear from the people as well. But I've got my score already written down, so you will not influence me.
Okay.
What is your score, Jeff, going for Cajon versus Sierra state championship game?
56 for Cajon.
I'm writing this down.
35 for Sarah. 56-35.
56-35 Cajon. That is Jeff.
All right.
Okay, and I'm writing this down too so we don't forget here. I'm going to go.
I got a pen.
50-42 Cajon.
That's a good one.
Because I know Cajon's going to score a lot of points. You can't just simply stop that offense.
Jaden Daniels.
No way. Jaden Daniels, Darren Jones.
Darren Jones, you mean King
the Yarb
Flip-Flop?
Dog. Yeah, King Flip Flop. They're going to score some points.
Okay.
And Sarah, I looked at their schedule. You know, they had some nice wins, but nothing really blew me away except for that victory in the SoCal Regional against Tulare Union that we call the U. I've actually been to Tulare Union. Their helmets look like the Miami Hurricanes. They have the U on the side.
Oh.
So when we had them in the highlights, I always called Tulare Union the U. So when they beat the U 76-43, I said, okay, these guys can score some points when they need to. So I think it's going to be high scoring, but Cajon 50-42 the final score. So when you look at a side-by-side comparison, Jeff, the tail of the tape.
Here it is.
Sarah on the season has scored 78 touchdowns. That sounds like a lot, doesn't it?
No, because Jaden Daniels, how many did Jaden Daniels, was he responsible for?
Well, Jaden, let's see, he threw, 61 through the air.
Yes.
And another 14 on the ground. So Jaden Daniels himself has nearly scored as many touchdowns as the entire Sarah football team.
He has?
Think about that.
He has, actually.
Do the math.
60, hey, that's...
Was it 76, right?
82.
It's 82?
82, so he has more touchdowns than Sarah.
Let's confirm that. Hey, intern Colin, can you get on
14.
Max Preps and look at Jaden Daniels' stats? But I believe he has 61 passing touchdowns.
14.
And 14 on the ground.
That's 82.
Is it?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound right, Jeff. It sounds like 75.
No, you're wrong.
61 plus 14?
Is 82. 8 plus 4 is 12. You carried over. It's 6. That's 82.
That doesn't sound right. Intern Cullen, are you my math guy?
Yeah, that's right. 68 and 14 Pep.
No, 61, not 68.
I'm sorry.
61 plus 14.
All right, you're right there. That's 75. I thought you said 68.
What do you teach at Novi? It's not math, is it?
No. Good Lord, no.
But still, it's basically the same. Jaden Daniels has basically scored the same amount of touchdowns as the entire Sarah football team.
Yeah, just 3 difference. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
As a team, Cajon has 107 touchdowns on the year. Unbelievable.
Yeah, they're going to beat them.
So we both think it's going to be high scoring, but what do you think? Again, you can hit us up. The hotline is 951-369-1350. If you want to blow us up and let us know who's going to win Cajon versus Sarah in the state championship game. And again, if you have spoiler-free Star Wars talk, if you saw the movie last night like Jeff and I, we'd love to take those calls as well. A little bit later in the show, Jeff, we're going to have the great Tracy Murray. He calls UCLA basketball, and it's Star Wars night for the Bruins, right?
Yeah, tomorrow night, Star Wars night versus the University of Cincinnati. Tracy's going to call in for a weekly call-in about the Bruins. Let us know how everybody's doing. Maybe we'll talk a little Ike
Anigbogu.
Maybe we'll get his thoughts on him coming back up to the show.
Yeah, he got called up. I still call it the D-League. He got called up from the D-League, the Fort Wayne Mad Ants, all the way to the Indiana Pacers. In fact, do you know why they are called the Fort Wayne Mad Ants?
I do not, but I'm sure you do.
Oh, back in my Bakersfield Jam days, I used to cover the Fort Wayne Mad Ants all the time. And I actually looked them up because I was curious. I think I actually put it into one of my highlights.
Okay.
That I think it was named after a general. And his name was Anthony, and he was always mad, so they called him Mad Ant. So the Fort Wayne Mad Ant. So it's not an ant like an insect. It's actually named after a general who was in that Fort Wayne area. Yeah, his name was Anthony. He was always mad. Mad Ant. The Fort Wayne Mad Ants, which is pretty cool for a basketball name.
And it's a cool logo. It's very cool.
Is it an ant?
Yes, it is.
It is like an actual insect ant?
Yes. So, yeah, it's a great logo. Hey, we have another prediction.
We do?
Tim Hatch.
49-35. Should I write that one down, too?
Yes.
I'm going to do it. I got Coach Stoffers here. I'm going to write down Tim Hatch. What was that, 49?
49-35, Cajon. And he also had to remind us that it was Mad Anthony Wayne.
Oh, yeah, because he's a Midwest guy. He knows. See? Mad Ant.
Yeah, Tim Hatch. He knows everything about Detroit and those kind of weird places. And I've been to Tim's area where he lived. Yeah. Don't be too proud of that one, Tim Hatch.
Coach Hatch, now assistant at La Sierra University.
The ladies program.
That's right.
He is working.
Is he going to guide them to a conference title or what?
He's going to guide them to a conference title. And plus, he's coaching his daughter's youth team.
Oh, really?
So Tuesdays and Thursdays, he is out working hard with his daughter, Emily. And he's getting the girls ready to play some little youth basketball.
He's a great coach. Any level, doesn't matter, right? The great Tim Hatch, who took me down to a San Diego State basketball game. We got to meet Steve Fisher and hang out with him. That was awesome.
Yeah, Steve Fisher loves Tim Hatch.
Which is kind of weird. I kind of don't get that. But
I don't know how anybody loves Tim Hatch.
Kind of don't get that. Hey, real quick before we wrap up this segment, talking about famous alum from Cajon High School and Sarah. So we were talking about the fact that Tom Brady is from Sarah High School, right? New England Patriots quarterback. Tom Brady, all-world.
Mo Brady as well.
Mo Brady's brother.
Yes.
Remember? We called him out, Mo Brady's brother, and then he lost on Monday Night Football. It's our fault. But they also have Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds, San Francisco Giant slugger.
Mr. Big Head himself.
A product of Sarah, which some people in the Riverside area, Jeff, they still claim the Bonds family.
Yeah, and really you can claim Barry. He was born here. But Bobby and his brother Robert, great family here in Riverside. Grew up with my mother. Lived on the same street. So it's kind of cool that my mom has
mom and Bobby Bonds were homies.
We're very close
back in the day.
Yeah, very, very close growing up. And, heard some great stories about old Bobby and Robert.
Well, now Barry Bonds' former school, and the school of Mo Brady's brother, Sarah, taking on Cajon. That's the 2AA state championship at Sacramento State. Again, it kicks off at 4 o'clock, so we will have live updates right here on the Inland Sports Show, so keep it here. And again, you've got about 30 more minutes to text or call or message us on Twitter and give us your score predictions. And again, non-spoiler Star Wars talk. Did you see the movie last night? Jeff and I were underwhelmed.
I'm very underwhelmed.
Underwhelmed.
I have to see it again tomorrow morning at 10:30. Hopefully my kids
just go in with an open mind.
What do you mean open mind?
Yeah,
I'm gonna look at all the holes.
You were angry last night.
I'm still angry. I ruined my day this morning. I went in to talk to a couple teachers at school and guys that are diehard Star Wars fans, and they all felt the same way, except for the millennials. They said, they just took the story in a different direction. I don't want a different direction.
No. Shut your mouth. I don't want to hear about that.
I want a different direction.
No, I want the direction I want.
Yeah, I want
my Star Wars back.
Yeah, not that stuff. I'm sorry.
All right, when we come back, Jeff, I think we're going to get intern Cullen involved. He doesn't even know this yet.
Really?
Look at him over there, just minding his own business. We are going to play a game, and I'm not going to tell you guys what it is because I don't want you to get on Google or your phones and look for answers. We're just going to have a lot of fun with this as we lead up to that big state championship game in Sacramento, Cajon and Sarah. When we come back, we'll play a little game show style with Jeff and intern Cullen. The winner will get something very wonderful, I'm sure. We will be right back on the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
Yeah, thank God it's Friday.
Give me a tab.
Tab? I can't give you a tab unless you order something.
Right, give me a Pepsi free.
You want a Pepsi, pal? You're gonna pay for it.
Look, just give me something without any sugar in it, okay?
We're small, family-owned, strive for quality pre-owned vehicles. We're not a volume dealer, and we take every deal as personal to us. We're a low-stress environment. We're not a pressure sales house. If you want to shop us, you're more than welcome to shop us. We have, like I said, great rates, competitive financing, a lot of one-owner, clean Carfax, clean title vehicles. As you see, we have Carfax everywhere. That's most important to us to educate our customers before they make a purchase. We're right off of Ontario, right off a couple exits off the 15 freeway, off Cajalco, off El Cerrito, and we're right on the main drag going into Dos Logos and the crossings. We have great financing, we have great lenders that we're using, we do buy, sell, trade, cash for your car, whatever we need to do to help accommodate the customer, that's what we're here for. We have a little bit of everything. We start at about $69.95 and go all the way up to $100,000. We have Escalades, we have commuters, we have pickup trucks, we have Jeeps, sport utilities, and if we don't have it, our specialty is finding you exactly what you're looking for.
How you guys doing? Coach Ray here. We're back at the Boost Performance Center with the one and only Pep Fernandez. Today we're going to go over our A-Skip series. We've got a couple of great videos for you guys. Come check us out. All right, so we're here with our Boost Performance School student athletes. The next drill we're actually going to demonstrate today is a butt kick skip. Now, this is a great drill that teaches us to get our foot off the ground quick, working on top end speed now, getting our foot off the ground quick and bringing our heel to our butt. So we're getting a nice rhythm. We're going to bounce. I'm going to pull my heel to my butt and put it down quick. And all it's about is getting our foot off the ground, heel to the butt. So X is going to start it off for us. You're going to get a nice rhythm, heel to the butt. Good. Nice. Keep that heel tight. Heel tight. So all we're training here is just bringing the heel to the butt. When we open up our stride, we want to get that foot off the ground and bring the heel to the butt as quickly as possible. Keep it tight. Keep it tight. Keep it tight. Good. Good. Nice. Heel tight. Heel tight. Heel tight. Good. There you have it. Butt kick skip. A great drill that progresses into the absolute speed A skip. We do it right here at Boost.
thank God, first of all. I thank the great people that I've got around me that help support me, the people that work for me. As I started, if it wasn't for the people around me, we probably wouldn't be here right now, but I've got a great staff. I've got great people that do stuff for us outside the store, and we've been very, very fortunate. Our service is impeccable, and we just keep trying to get better every year. We can do online stuff for your teams, as well as, like I said, the screen printing, the embroidery. We also have 3 women that do extra sewing for us, like tackle tool on uniforms, or the bling or rhinestones for different shirts for the ladies. That's why we have certain racks just for certain schools, and the fun about that is that it turns into other schools that may come in here that aren't as close, that we can do stuff for them as well. We've had very, very good customers throughout the years, and it's just been a blast.
Electronics and appliances. Yes, just $5. And in true Aaron spirit, there's no credit needed and delivery and setup are free. Make your holiday a jolly one. Get started with just $5 at participating Aaron stores this Friday and Saturday, or at aarons.com this Friday through Sunday. Just $5 gets you started during Aaron's Jolly Days. Transaction advertises a rental purchase agreement. Some restrictions apply, so see store for details.
My name is Tom.
My name is Cindy.
We give to and volunteer with United Way at our community free health clinic.
We know our time and money are going to the right places.
We don't just wear the shirt.
We live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer. Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Are you struggling with your mortgage payments? Call 888-995-HOPE to talk one-on-one with a housing expert about your options. Or visit makinghomeaffordable.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Treasury, HUD, and the Ad Council.
My name is Dale Beatty. I'm a wounded veteran. Join me August 1st for the world's largest golf outing, presented by Billy Casper Golf. Help Fisher House Foundation build no-cost comfort homes for military families. Get details at fisherhouse.org/golf.
Go join your friends, you wiggles.
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
And we are back on the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. I am rocking my Cajon Cowboys beanie. Jeff, I might wear this to Montana tomorrow.
That would be kind of
right.
Are you packed? Have you packed and got ready?
I've got my suit, because I try to, when you think about it, when I do the UC Riverside basketball games with you, I try to get like the blue and gold theme for my suit. So I got like the dark charcoal, almost black suit, and I got like a royal blue button up and a tie that I really like. It's like gold and blue, and it's got some gray and almost like a hint of brown. Like, it's one of my favorite ties because you can tie. See, for me, when you do a tie, it's always been like this. It's all about the knot and the dimples. Like, I don't care how long the tie is. If it's a nice big knot, nice fat knot with nice dimples, you're good.
Fat knot? You mean like the big knot?
Yeah.
I like the tight knot.
Oh, you want a story real quick?
Yeah, I do.
You want a story? So,
I'm a tight knot guy.
Before we get to a real fun game show that we're going to do between Jeff and intern Colin, so I like the big fat knots. That's what I'm going to do for UC Riverside, taking on the University of Montana on Sunday. We leave tomorrow. I'm going to wear my Cajon beanie. But I used to, do the television thing. So I'd go on the news at night, like 6 o'clock news or 11 o'clock news. I'd wear flip-flops, I'd wear shorts, and my tie underneath my jacket, it almost looked like a circus clown tie, because it wouldn't even go down to my waist. It would go down to like my belly button, because I wanted a nice big fat knot on top.
But why the big fat knot? I don't understand this.
It's cool.
How is that cool? You guys are the two least cool guys I know.
That was my... Look how cool I am. What are you talking about?
There's nothing. I'm looking at Cullen, and he's not cool, and
I'm super cool, man.
You're sometimes cool, but a big fat knot. No, I go tight knot.
No, a little knot is like Justin Timberlake knot. No.
Yeah, he's cool.
No,
yes, he's very cool.
I don't think JT's cool.
Whatever. You guys are lost.
I don't like those skinny ties. I had the big, nice fat knot and the dimples, as long as that works. So that's what I'm going to do when I go up to Missoula. I'm going to wear my Cajon beanie, celebrate a state championship with the Cowboys when I'm in Montana, and look nice for that UC Riverside basketball game with a big fat knot and dimples.
Yeah, take a picture of that. I don't even know what the dimple things means, but
you got to have it. Hey, are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do this. We're going to play Bowl or No Bowl. Yay! So here's the deal. I'm going to name 2 bowl games.
Okay.
One of you guys has to ring in first. And this is how we're going to do it. You're just going to yell out your name. Jeff, Cullen.
Okay.
And you get to pick.
Okay.
So you got to wait for me to say both bowl names. Then you have to guess which one is a real bowl game and which one is not a real bowl game.
I'm ready.
Okay?
Jeff.
It's pretty simple, right? But if you miss, the other guy gets the point.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Is someone keeping score over there?
I got the score here.
We got a big staff here. We got a lot of people not just standing around, so we're going to have some people write this down. Okay, here we go. Bowl or no bowl on the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports, IE 1350 AM. Remember, I have to finish both bowls. And no Googling. Jeff, what are you looking down at? No, get off your computer.
I'm keeping score.
All right, fine. Here we go. First one. Marine Corps Semper Fi Dedication Bowl or the Air Force Reserve Celebration Bowl?
Jeff.
Colin.
I heard Jeff. Jeff, you go first.
The Air Force Celebration Bowl.
That's correct.
Yeah!
1 point for Jeff. It is a legit bowl. It's North Carolina A&T versus Grambling State. It's tomorrow in Atlanta.
Yeah!
Intern Cullen, Jeff jumped out to the early lead.
See, this game is hard because you have to remember your own name.
That's the hard part.
Yeah, he's 17.
But remember, if you get the answer wrong, the other guy gets the point.
Okay, all right.
He's 18 now.
No, that's right. He is.
Stop it, Jeff.
He's legal.
Okay, here's 2 more.
All right, here we go.
We have the Auto Nation Cure Bowl or the Car Country Startup Bowl.
Jeff!
Colin.
What do you say, Greg? Cullen.
That was weak.
The Auto Nation Cure Bowl is a bowl.
That is very true. It's Western Kentucky against Georgia State. It's a real thing. December 16th. That's tomorrow in Orlando.
I was first. You guys screwed that one.
We're all tied up.
Okay, there we go. 1-1.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Because we got 7.
I'm ready.
If this all works out, you guys will be tied for the last one. It'll be like our World Series Game 7.
I don't lose.
Clayton Kershaw on the mound, okay?
Hey, just remember this. If I lose, I'm going to punch Cullen.
Oh, man. Hey, what's funny is we were talking in the break, and Jeff seems to fight everybody, but he hasn't fought myself or Cullen yet, or Greg over here. So
I'm not fighting Greg.
It's a matter of time. Maybe today's the day.
Yeah.
All right, here's number 3. Bowl or no bowl? We have the Cherry Bundy Tart Cherry Boca Raton Bowl or the Very Berry Boca Breeze Bowl. Jeff.
The Very Boca Breeze Bowl.
That is wrong.
Oh, son of a gun!
Cherry Bundy Tart Cherry Boca Raton Bowl is real. Point for intern Cullen.
Oh, that's so bad.
If you guessed Florida Atlantic versus Akron, you got it right.
Oh.
That's a real game.
That was horrible.
All right, so intern Cullen's up 2-1.
This game is stupid.
I just took that pitch and went to first base right there.
Yeah, that was a free base.
Pitch.
That was like a balk. He just took a base
the Boca Raton or Boca Raton.
All right, so it's 2-1 intern Cullen.
All right.
Here's number 4 in the Bowl or No Bowl. I feel like Howie Mandel over here.
You look like Howie Mandel.
I got my beanie on. I got my Cajon
His tie is
Cowboys
better than
beanie
yours.
on.
His tie is better than yours.
I feel good. No, big knot.
Big knot.
Big knot and dimples. Okay, here we go. We have the Bad Boy Mowers Gasparilla Bowl or the Rough and Tough Security Sarsaparilla Bowl. Cullen.
You didn't even finish.
No,
you didn't even
Was
finish.
that against the rules?
But I said
it was against the rules. Go ahead. Go ahead. You better be wrong. Just know.
You better be wrong.
You're in neck punching range for that one. You've
All right,
cheater.
intern Cullen.
Bad Boy Mowers Gasparilla Bowl is the real bowl.
That is a real. Have you heard of it? That is a game.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, because he cheated. He didn't finish. He didn't finish.
Wait, is he up 3-1 or 2-1?
3-1.
Oh,
and he didn't even finish before. He just said Cullen before you even finished talking.
All right,
you're in my range right now.
We've got 3,
and I outweigh you by 100 pounds.
We've got a room full of judges standing by, so the next time that happens, we'll have to take it to the judges. Yes, it is Bad Boy Mowers Gasparilla Bowl. It's Florida International against Temple in St. Petersburg on December 21st. That's a real thing. All right, here's the next one. Bowl or no bowl? We have the Arizona Grand Canyon Bowl and the famous Idaho Potato Bowl.
Jeff!
Oh, Jeff. We'll go Jeff. That was close.
We're going to go the famous Idaho Potato Bowl.
That's legit. It's a real game. Point for Jeff. It's Central Michigan, the Chippewas, taking on Wyoming, the Cowboys, December 22nd in Boise, the famous Idaho Potato Bowl.
Yeah!
We're down to our last two. What is it? 3-2.
3-2.
Cullen?
Yeah, Cullen's up 3-2. But he cheated, so I'm not. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, here we go.
I won't be salty.
You're not looking at any notes, right? You guys aren't Googling and okay. I'm just making sure you guys. Well, not intern Cullen, but Jeff's kind of a cheater, so I got my eye on him.
I'm not. I'm very, very, very. I'm very gamey. Let's go.
Bowl or no bowl? Number 6.
Bowl.
The Academy Sports and Outdoors Texas Bowl or the Hunt and Fish Pro Shops Bowl? Jeff.
The first one you said. The Hunt and Fish is not real.
The Academy Sports and Outdoors Texas Bowl, you say is real?
Yes.
It is real.
Yes, I'm tied with you.
Thing.
It's coming down to the last one, and if you guess, I'm going to let you even guess this one.
It's December 27th in Houston, Missouri taking on Texas. That's actually a pretty good game, Missouri and Texas. That's the Academy Sports and Outdoors Texas Bowl. So it all comes down to this.
Just know this. If he gets this right, he better run out of the studio real quick because I'm going to chase him down and beat him. Don't guess right.
So this is Game 7 of the World Series.
Yeah.
This is it. This is like the BCS National Championship game.
It is.
And you're going to let intern Cullen just guess? You're going to give it to him?
No.
All right. Bowl or no bowl?
Bowl!
The Campbell's Chunky Soup Bowl.
Oh!
Or the Tax Slayer Bowl.
Jeff! Oh, that's horrible. That's the easiest one there.
Oh, get ready to run, Cullen. Go ahead. What's your guess?
Tax Slayer Bowl is real.
It is the Tax Slayer Bowl.
That was the easiest one. That was the easiest one. I knew that one.
It's Mississippi State against Louisville on December 30th in Jacksonville.
That is the weakest because I knew that was the easiest one.
You didn't believe that Campbell's Chunky Soup Bowl?
No, and I know, Greg, you cheated on that one too. You're getting punched in the neck afterwards too.
What did Greg feed intern Cullen the
he
answers?
did. No, he just said it was him first. There's no way. I am so quick. That's terrible. This is the worst game ever. I never want to play it again. Next year, I'm winning. I'm winning next year.
Well, intern Cullen is our inaugural Bowl or No Bowl champion here on the Inland Sports Show. Congratulations, intern Cullen.
I'm undefeated in competitions in the new time slot.
Yeah.
Just shut up. Just shut up over there. Shut up. You're a little guy. All right, go ahead.
Hey, we're going to make you feel better because one of your childhood friends, one of your homies, Tracy Murray, is coming up on the show.
Yeah.
And they got Star Wars night coming up.
Can't wait to talk to him.
Do you know if he's a Star Wars fan? Can we ask the great Tracy Murray if he...
He's a child of the 80s. Of course he is.
Okay. Because we were going to ask him about, Star Wars characters. What are the odds do you think he saw the movie last night?
0. He has daughters.
Oh, okay.
Well, you saw it last night.
Yeah, I do too. I have daughters,
But he's a multi-millionaire. You and I are multi-thousandaires.
Yeah.
Multi-hundredaires.
Hundredaires? Yeah. Now you're putting it.
Yeah.
I got coupons. That's all I got.
That's all. Gift cards and coupons.
When we come back, it's Jeff's homie, his childhood friend, the great Tracy Murray. We'll talk UCLA basketball with him, a little NBA talk as well as we go to a galaxy far, far away. We'll be right back here on the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
Yeah, thank God it's Friday.
It can't be. What is it? It can't be. What did you do, Ray?
It's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
The Inland Empire's home for all things IE just got even better. Introducing the award-winning Inland Sports Show with Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
Weekdays 3 to 6 p.m.
Your local sports leader in the Inland Empire. Fox.
like I am ready. I am always ready. I have been ready since first call. I am ready. Roll.
Now back to the Inland Sports Show. Here's Pep and Jeff.
And we are now less than 5 minutes away from the CIF State Championship game in Sacramento. Cajon taking on Sarah for the Division 2A State Championship. Jeff, we've got another prediction coming in on Twitter. You got that score? I got the score.
I do. Norte Vista High School. Cajon to win 55-35.
Oh, 55-35.
55-35.
Let me make note of that.
I got it right here.
I'm trying to keep track of all these.
Got it written down.
All right, because it looks like the growing consensus is there's going to be a lot of scoring in this one. Cajon's going to win. Everyone's picking Cajon, which, good, right? We got to have the IEs back.
Yep.
Right? So everyone's picking Cajon, and everyone's picking a lot of touchdowns.
I just like it. My buddies at Novi picked, I picked 56-35. They go 55-35.
Oh, okay.
But it's like high-low. It's like that. It's like
the Price is Right,
exactly.
Right? But if you go over,
then they lose.
Yeah. So if it is 56, you nailed it. But if it's 55, you go over and they win.
I'm gonna win.
You're gonna win.
I always beat Batdorf.
Well, welcome back to the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM. Again, the Cajon Cowboys kicking off against Sarah in just a matter of minutes in Sacramento. Intern Cullen is standing by at the spoiled quick quality oil change update desk. And anything that happens in the state championship game, we will pass it along. And Jeff, in just a couple minutes, the great Tracy Murray's going to check in.
Yes, he is. He's going to talk. We're going to talk to him about some Star Wars night at UCLA versus the Cincinnati Bearcats on national TV.
I wonder what that means. Is it like everyone's encouraged to dress up? Do they play Star Wars music? Does Darth Vader come out for the ceremonial, tip-off? I wonder what that means.
Hey, the first 10,000 fans in attendance will receive a Star Wars Day cheer cards. So the Star Wars characters will be appearing pregame.
They will?
Yes. And there'll be UCLA Star Wars branded merchandise for sale at the main concourse. And they will have BB9E and R2D2 will be there.
Wait, say that again?
BB9E. That must be the evil BB-8.
Was that the black BB-8?
Yes, the evil.
Yeah, because they got on
the dark side.
Was it the Supremacy? What was the name of that ship? I don't want to go into spoilers, but we already knew the name of Snoke's big ship, right?
And the black droid call out BB-8.
Oh, that's right.
The evil. It was kind of a Darth Vader type droid. They told on each other.
Well, he's going to be there, maybe.
Yes.
But we know right now who's going to be here. It's the great Tracy Murray live on the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. Hey, Tracy, Jeff and I, because you know Jeff well enough. He's a big Star Wars nerd that we were just talking about Star Wars night at UCLA. Are you geeked up for that?
Well, I'm not so much of a Star Wars guy. I mean, I did watch pretty much all of them, but it wasn't really into it to where I was wearing costumes and going to Comic-Cons or anything like that.
That's Jeff.
That's me.
I've always loved. I did love the saga though. All of them are pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know about this last one. Pep and I went last night to the movies after the radio show, and we without giving away spoilers, we were a little disappointed.
Really?
Yes, but I'm still a Star Wars fan, and you guys have a big game tomorrow night. The Bruins are battling the Cincinnati Bearcats. Are you excited about that big game?
That's going to be a war. Speaking of Star Wars, last year it was probably the most physical game that the Bruins went through last year in the NCAA tournament against Cincinnati. And don't think that that's not fresh on their minds as they come into Pauley Pavilion.
We got Tracy Murray here on the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. Tracy, when you look at the Pac-12 as a whole, Jeff and I were talking about this, that it seems kind of wide open, and UCLA could be one of those teams to emerge as the team to be. Arizona State obviously has had a good start to the season, but where do you kind of see the Bruins fitting in terms of the other Pac-12 schools at this point in the season as we head towards the new year?
Honestly, this preseason has been kind of disappointing to the Pac-12 other than Arizona State. I mean, you've seen, the top teams in this league, get beat. So it's kind of a disappointing start for the Pac-12. Hats off to Arizona State and Bobby Hurley and what he's doing over there. They're looking good. They beat some quality teams. And it's going to be an interesting Pac-12.
Where's LiAngelo Ball when you need him, right? Get some big wins. Hey, but we did hear the Ball brothers, so they signed in Lithuania. We haven't talked to you since then. They're going to play professional basketball overseas. And Jeff and I read that they're going to stay, what was it, Jeff, like a luxury resort, I think, in Lithuania. They're going to be living the high life.
I'm a little shocked that there's a luxury resort in the place where they're going, but hey, apparently good for them.
Hey, Tracy, where are some places you've played around the globe? Because I'm sure basketball has taken you a lot of different places.
Oh, yeah, and then, just when the NBA has taken me different places, and then I played 3 years overseas. I actually had a chance to live in Greece for 2 years and live in France for 1. So playing overseas, the reason why I went over there is I wanted to see the different competition, and I wanted to see the rest of the world, and that was it was a good experience.
Well, I'm sure LeVar Ball, LaMelo Ball, and LiAngelo Ball are listening to the Inland Sports Show right now. So what's your best piece of advice to these guys as they go to a foreign country to play basketball? What are some tips that you could give them in terms of adjusting to a new pace of life over there in professional basketball? Based on your experiences, what could you pass on to them?
Well, rule 1 through 10, don't get in any type of trouble, period.
There it is.
Because we already saw what it did just with one game. But imagine if you're a player over there, it'll be a little bit different. You'll be spending a little bit time longer in jail instead of a couple of days in a hotel. So the main thing, just know that you're representing yourself, your family, the country, with everybody that supported you up until this point. And just know that you got all eyes on you. And so now what you're trying to do, not only as a player but as a person, is to try to prove people wrong and prove people that, hey, this is how I am, this is how my character is, and this is how I play.
We've got the great Tracy Murray here on the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. Tracy, let us ask you about a former UCLA guy, because he's a local from our neck of the woods out of Centennial High School, Ike Anigbogu, who just got recently called back up to the NBA. When Ike was sitting down to the Fort Wayne Mad Ants in the G League, what do you think are some of the things that he's working on to make sure that he's going to stick in the NBA? Because we know he's a talent, but he's super young. In fact, I think he's the youngest guy in the NBA right now. So what are some things that he could work on to make sure he sticks in the NBA with the Indiana Pacers?
Well, he's super young. He's super raw, and he's injury prone. The first and foremost, he's got to stay healthy. His athleticism and strength and all of that is his that's his high point. That's his strength. That's his bread and butter. But he needs to work on being able to score in the paint. He needs to be able to knock down a 15, 18-foot jump shot, be able to pick and pop as well as pick and roll.
Well, I remember even going back to last year, Ike was coming off the bench and not seeing a considerable amount of playing time, but Jeff kept saying over and over, this guy's going to be a first-round draft pick. I think he went in the second round, but Jeff was really high on Ike because we got to see him quite a bit at Centennial High School, but he kept saying, you know what, like you said, Tracy, potential. He's a little raw, but he's got so much potential that he looked like a first-round pick. Do you think once he kind of masters some of those other things that we're going to see him in the NBA for a while?
Well, the thing about it, I agree with Jeff, is he would have been a first-round pick if it wasn't for his injury. Everybody knew about his knee, and that's where he fell down the draft. So he's really got to work at his footwork, fundamentally sound, being able to knock down free throws. Because if you look at it, most of today's basketball with 4s and 5s, they're pretty much eliminating the 5 spot because guys can't score down there anymore. So what they need to do, especially Ike, is he need to be able to pick and pop and knock down that jump shot. And when he get post-up opportunities, really make somebody pay down there on the block. Try to bring that 5 spot back. Encourage people to use the guy that plays on the inside. Be that guy.
We got Tracy Murray here on the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM. Got UCLA taking on Cincinnati this weekend against the Bearcats. And, And Tracy, what are you hoping to see out of the Bruins the next couple of games as Pac-12 play is coming up around the corner? Like you said, kind of underwhelming across the board in the Pac-12 outside of Arizona State. But what are you hoping to see out of the Bruins to kind of get you optimistic about UCLA challenging for a conference championship?
Well, first and foremost, I want to see how they recover from this loss to Michigan, because they had that game in complete control for 3/4 of the game and lost it. So with them being a young team, will they, fold, and not be able to recover from that? Or will they come out and jump on Cincinnati and don't look back? I mean, it's going to be a tough game. Cincinnati plays great defense. They're physical. They crash offensive boards. So it's going to be a challenge for the Bruins on their home court. So to me, it's getting past the Cincinnati game. What are they going to do against Kentucky the next Saturday? And then is that going to be momentum enough to go into the Pac-12 and get a good start from there?
Yeah, and they open versus Washington State and Washington, both at home, both winnable games for the Bruins. Then you got to go up to the Bay Area and got to play Stanford and Cal. So all winnable games for the Bruins, and you guys are looking pretty good. Everybody healthy right now?
Don't sleep, because Washington got a big win too not too long ago. Who did they beat? Kansas?
They did get Kansas.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
that's right.
Right. So we can't sleep on Washington. Washington State's been playing pretty well. With some individuals have been playing well. That's just doggone sure. So there's no cakewalks in league play. Jeff knows this. You can be knocked off on any type of night. It can be wrong. But to answer your question about guys who've been knocked up a little bit, it's been Chris Wilkes. He's been banged up, man, and hopefully he's had some time to heal this week with no games up until tomorrow. So maybe he got a lot of treatment and his body was able to heal, especially being young.
Yes, you were talking about the upsets. Cal goes over at San Diego State, a really good team, and beats them on their home floor. And Cal's lost to lost to UC Riverside. And lost to Chaminade. So, like you said, anybody can win on any given night, for sure.
Right, I agree. And there was a little bit of motivation with Cal beating San Diego State. I mean, they did have Rooks the year before, and Rooks graduated and went down to San Diego State, and Cam Rooks was probably looking to get a win there, and he lost to his old team.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Well, you can check out Tracy Murray as the Bruins take on Cincinnati. Tracy, we always appreciate the time, and we'll be tuning in this weekend for UCLA basketball. Thank you.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Thanks, Tracy.
All right, thanks, Tracy. NBA, great. Man, Tracy could score.
The best high school basketball player I have ever seen. He averaged 40.
Seen or played against? Did you guys go head-to-head?
Oh, several times. He averaged, I want you to think about this, 44 points a game in high school. That's crazy.
That's unreal. Some teams don't. You play at Riverside Poly. Sometimes you don't even score 44. Right? Yancey and that Travis Showalter defense.
Yeah, the Showalter horrible offense. But Yancey's offense has been pretty good this year for the Bears. But Tracy Murray, the best high school basketball player I've ever seen.
Did you get the best of them though when you guys went to head-to-head?
Sometimes. I mean, we played a lot. We played a lot of AAU together. We went to Boston. We've been to Kentucky together. Played in the Boston Shootout and Kentucky Prep Festival. And
what's that? Boston Shootout? Is the high school basketball tournament?
It was a high school basketball tournament they had in the summertime. And back in the day, California only had about 4 travel ball teams. So if you were lucky enough to play, and we played for the Pumps, Dana and David Pump, we were the first team that they ever had.
The Pumps, huh?
The Pump brothers. And, we played together, played against each other. Great pickup games at UCLA, played against Magic Johnson. Kareem would come down and play at the end of his career, Mitch Richmond.
Mitch Richmond, now you're talking my language.
Yeah, I mean, there were guys, Michael Jordan would come down and play pickup games, and they were the best pickup games in the world. They were always at UCLA, and I would go down and play with Tracy 4 or 5 times.
Hoop it up.
Yeah, it was great. Great times.
He was a stud at UCLA and obviously had a long career in the NBA as well. Could really pour it in. So big thanks to Tracy Murray. I'm glad you're friends with him so we can get him on the show and talk UCLA and college hoops and NBA and all that good stuff.
I love the UCLA report, and like I said, if one of us goes down for sickness, he says he's going to come in.
He's going to do it. Well, he's going to be so good. I might get kicked out, or you might get kicked out.
We will both be fired. He's pretty good.
Hey, can we go to the update desk? Anything cracking, Cullen, in Sacramento right now?
We've played just about half a minute of football. Not much going on. Cajon did receive the opening kickoff.
Oh, there you go. So now we know. Maybe if they can build a little bit of a lead, a little bit of a cushion in the second half, Sarah will get the ball first. But right now, live in Sacramento, Cajon taking on Sarah for the state championship. Live updates throughout the show here on the Inland Sports Show. When we come back, we'll talk more high school football. We'll talk more Cajon, react how the Cowboys are doing against Sarah for that state championship. And a little bit later in the show, we'll talk some of those high school football coaching openings with Vinny Fazio.
He's going to call us? He is going to be the head coach at every high school.
At every high school?
Every high school. He's going to be at Rev, Vista Marietta,
Redlands,
Temecula Valley, Redlands, A.B. Miller. He's going to be the head coach at every one of those schools.
If it's open, he's there, right? We'll be right back on the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
Yeah, thank God it's Friday.
She comes home from work in about an hour and a half. Graveyard shift at the hospital. You gotta make some phone calls. You gotta call some people. Well, then do it.
The Inland Empire's home for all things IE just got even better. Introducing the award-winning Inland Sports Show with Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
Weekdays 3 to 6 p.m.
Your local sports leader in the Inland Empire. Fox Sports IE 1350.
Welcome to the local sports leader in the Inland Empire, the Inland Sports Show. You can find us on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM every single Saturday at 11 a.m. plus live and amplified around the world on the Inland Sports channel on YouTube. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button.
This is Kenny Clark from the Green Bay Packers, and you're watching the Inland Sports Show.
Inland Sports is the undisputed sports leader in the IE and two-time finalist for the top TV radio show in the Inland Empire. Thanks to our big-name guests, exclusive interviews, video highlights, and of course, nobody breaks more news than Inland Sports. Hosted by Big Salty Jeff Gorham and the IE Media Personality of the Year, Pep Fernandez. Honored by the CIF Southern Section with its Champion for Character Award, the National Football Foundation, the Southern California Football Coaches Association, the Inland Empire Baseball Coaches Association, and the San Bernardino City Unified School District. We've teamed up with some outstanding companies in our community that are proud to call the IE home, and they care about local sports.
Hey, what's up, Pep? You too cool to come down here, man? Too big time now?
You can join our team too. If you're a local business or owner, shoot us an email at inlandsportshow@gmail.com. Nobody covers local sports like Inland Sports. Find us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
Always want to play the best teams, even in the playoffs. If we win the playoffs, I want it to be like we earned it.
Help us spread the word, and thanks for making Inland Sports the local sports leader in the Inland Empire.
We're small, family-owned, strive for quality pre-owned vehicles. We're not a volume dealer, and we take every deal as personal to us. We're a low-stress environment. We're not a pressure sales house. If you want to shop us, you're more than welcome to shop us. We have, like I said, great rates, competitive financing, a lot of one-owner, clean Carfax, clean title vehicles. As you see, we have Carfax everywhere. That's most important to us, to educate our customers before they make a purchase. We're right off of Ontario, right off a couple exits off the 15 freeway, off Cajon, off El Cerrito, and we're right on the main drag going into Dos Logos and the crossings. We have great financing, we have great lenders that we're using. We do buy, sell, trade, cash for your car. Whatever we need to do to help accommodate the customer, that's what we're here for. We have a little bit of everything. We start at about $69.95 and go all the way up to $100,000. We have Escalades, we have commuters, we have pickup trucks, we have Jeeps, sport utilities, and if we don't have it, our specialty is finding you exactly what you're looking for.
Your neighbor's yard. Let it go. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you. For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
They're here. Now back to the Inland Sports Show. Here's Pep and Jeff.
iHeartRadio Music You Should Know, featuring Kendrick Lamar. All right.
And welcome back to the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM, brought to you by Spoiled Quick Quality Oil Change, Kin Sporting Goods, Boost Performance Training, and Catalano Motors in Corona. We're going straight to the update desk. Real quick, let's get the mic over to intern Cullen. We've got some movement going on in Sacramento. Cajon taking on Sarah for the Division II State Championship. Cullen, what is cracking?
Opening drive of the game, Cajon into the red zone, and then Jaden Daniels got absolutely destroyed trying to go around the edge on the right side, loses the football. He got up and looked to be okay. We'll have to see when they come back on offense. Right now, Sarah's driving back the other way off the fumble recovered.
So Sarah recovers the fumble. Now they're marching down the other way. But, yeah, I saw the video replay of Jaden Daniels. He got hit pretty hard as he was scrambling. So they definitely need him. Again, Jeff and I, we pointed out that Jaden Daniels by himself nearly has as many touchdowns this season as the entire Sarah football team. Unbelievable.
Awesome.
Hey, real quick, as we weave in and out of these Cajon football updates, and Cullen, if something goes down, just raise your hand like if you're in class, like a good little Cal Baptist student. Raise your hand, chime in with the answer. But we got the great Tim Hatch, who I forgot, intern Cullen and Tim Hatch called some high school football games for us.
That's right.
Live.
They were a good team together.
The broadcast partner, yeah. Yeah, you're good.
You know, it's awesome to see Cullen, especially coming on the heels of that incredible victory over Jeff as we were pulling in.
That was robbed, you know. It was
bowl or no bowl?
Yeah, bowl. That was weak.
No, hey, Cullen, you pulled your weight there. That was awesome.
He didn't. I almost sat on him.
I brought my all-star defensive point guard with me. Can you say hi real quick?
Hi.
That's Emily Hatch, and she's excited about being here and seeing someone who actually wins games. So she met Cullen as we came in the door.
He's a winner. But the only thing is he comes in and starts talking Detroit sports with us.
He's like, you know who coaches Detroit Mercy, right?
I don't, actually. We don't follow Detroit sports here. This is the Inland Sports Show,
it was
not
relevant.
the Inland Sports Show.
It was relevant because University of Detroit's Mercy coach was suspended for 7 games.
For what?
Why they played UCLA.
Why?
Nobody will talk.
Really?
They won't release it. They called it a personnel reason, and then he dropped an N and added an A and called it a personnel reason, and it's a secret.
You're our guy on the inside. You'll have to find that out for us.
Hey, if we have an inner city Detroit radio show
Tim's
called
our guy.
Yes.
Coach Hatch.
Inland Detroit, you're our guy.
Yes, I got your back.
Or San Diego State. Again, Tim Hatch took me down to an Aztecs basketball game. We got to meet Steve Fisher because he was talking a big game for a long time. He's like, oh, Steve Fisher and I, we're tight. Like, really? Are you really tight? Mm-hmm. So he got us, not only did he get us tickets, but we got to meet him after the game, too. That was cool.
I got pictures of you guys at that game.
Awesome.
Oh, that's right. You had someone stalking me. That's right. I do remember that.
I said, hey, because I had Tim tell us where you guys were sitting, and my buddies were taking pictures of you guys.
Yeah.
Picking your noses.
I remember that. They were sending pictures.
Yeah.
Like,
that got weird. We're sitting there watching the game, and I look at my phone. It's blowing up. I'm getting pictures of myself sitting at the game from Jeff.
I'm everywhere.
Was it Cullen?
No.
Did you send Cullen?
No, Cullen couldn't drive at that time. He couldn't ride his bike down to San Diego.
He could have Ubered.
How's La Sierra Hoops going? La Sierra University, beautiful campus right here in Riverside.
Incredible campus. 5th win in 6 games last night.
Over red hot.
The tough University of Montana Western Bulldogs.
I thought they were the Ore Diggers.
That's Montana Tech.
Oh, that is Montana Tech. Look at Tim Hatch, Montana and Michigan. He's all over. He knows his basketball.
We're inland.
Can you tell us some of the other teams you've played?
We played University of Antelope Valley.
That's a big
Pioneers.
school.
UAV. Which was a great win.
Okay.
And we beat, let's see, who did we play last week?
Hey,
a lot of big wins.
Let's talk about Detroit Mercy football.
Bring it back to Detroit.
Claremont Mud.
Oh, Claremont Mud. The Mud Hens. Oh, yeah, they play tough.
Excuse me, it's the Athenas on the other side.
They really are the Athenas?
Yes.
Hey, let's go back to Detroit Mercy.
They don't play football. They haven't played football there in years.
They're undefeated.
That's right. Titan Toddlers, baby. Dick Vitale.
Well, Hatch came in here talking Angel baseball. He was kind of he's propping up his Tigers, and I said, hey, well, at least the Angels are doing something right now. Look at all the guys they're signing.
Okay, the guys, can they play?
Yeah.
Who's going to be hurt?
You do realize you're in Southern California now.
I do, but it's like the Sith of the Angels taking all the Jedi Tigers away from them.
He's trying real hard to turn it into
something.
Turn them into the dark side.
No. Yeah, the Angels are better than Detroit again.
It's been quite a few years. It's about time. It's been. You think about it.
Cecil Fielder was DHing for the Tigers.
Whoa. Frank Tanana had left the Angels and played for the
Where's Frank
Tigers.
Tanana from?
He's a Detroit guy.
I went to school with his sister.
You did? Frank, the great
Was she
Frank
cute?
Tanana?
No.
Because
she looked like him.
We discussed, wasn't Frank Tanana, honestly? No joke, we were talking about him yesterday.
You did bring him up
He
yesterday.
didn't look like he had a lower jaw. He just was like, he was the ugliest baseball player of all time.
No, I was at his Polish-American
Hall
of Fame
Wait,
dinner.
you were Frank Tanana's?
Yes. And Ernie Harwell, the great Ernie Harwell.
Yes, broadcaster.
Him. And I got to meet Ernie Harwell at the dinner, and I was so scared. It was kind of like meeting Vin Scully kind of thing.
No.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, stop it. Just stop.
The Detroit area, Ernie Harwell, incredible. Used to stay up at night with my little transistor radio and hide under the covers.
You still do that.
Listening to the Inland Sports
Listening
Show.
to Vin Scully and the Inland Sports Show. I put it on tape play, DVR you guys all the time.
Whoa, that's big time.
Trying to think, is there IE guys on any of those Detroit teams right now? Tigers, Lions?
They drafted somebody from Cal Baptist, I think, last draft.
Oh, maybe, but I just want to know, what did Frank Tanana look like in real?
Oh, you're right, they did.
The same way he looked, like he was looking through an aquarium.
He listens to the show, you know that,
Frank
right?
Tanana. I love Frank Tanana.
Is he on Twitter?
We
need to find out if he's on Twitter. We're going to send him to the show.
He was a great pitcher. One of the best ever in the Tigers' history. His dad went to my high school and won a state championship in basketball in 1952.
Frank Tanana's dad?
Frank Tanana Sr.
How did this all come out? We were talking Frank Tanana yesterday.
Yeah, why did we bring up Frank? Oh, because we were talking about the current Angels lineup, and you start dropping old Angel names like Wally Joyner and Frank Tanana.
Don Baylor, I listened.
Don Baylor, yeah.
And Donnie Moore.
Yes, Donnie Moore.
Oh, that's tragic. That was mean.
It was. Lyman Bostock.
That's even more tragic. Dude, just get out of the studio. You're just killing us. You're literally killing us.
No.
I'm looking up Frank Tanana right now.
Frank Tanana. His dad, what's his dad's name?
Frank Sr.
Frank Sr.?
Yes.
He was a good basketball player?
Yes.
Could he throw a curveball?
He played baseball too, but that was much before my time. Thank you.
I'm not sure it was much more. You're a senior citizen now.
I did have a birthday last week.
Tim Hatch turned 55 last week.
Emily,
wait, are you looking? Did you find Frank Tanana?
I'm looking at because I guess apparently he's still on the Hall of Fame ballot.
He is. Yeah, he's never getting in.
Look for the Polish American Athletic Hall of Fame.
But he's in that Hall of Fame, right?
And Ernie Harwell. But now I just want to know this: Have you used your senior citizens discount for anything?
Yes. Emily, did we play golf last week?
Yes.
And I used the senior discount for $10. Emily, it was $5 for the junior discount. $15 total at the great Paradise Knolls Golf.
So when you guys go golfing, and I don't mean this in a bad way, Emily, do they say, "Hey, your granddaughter looks great"?
Your granddaughter.
Are you laughing? Emily just laughed at that. She giggled.
That's really sad. Hey, I took Carla, my wife, and I went to the grocery store about 6 months ago, and this lady goes, "Your daughter looks wonderful." And I went, "Wait a second, that's my wife."
Okay, you got me.
How
beat.
bad is that?
You just beat me on that one. Yeah.
Oh, I think we just went off the rails. Are you looking up any more Frank Tanana?
No, I just searched his name on Twitter. Actually, a lot of people are actually comparing him to, I think, sarcastically, to Shohei Ohtani, because the guy wrote, "Classic Angel pickup. He can go hang out with Frank Tanana." Like, why would someone even tweet that?
Because Frank Tanana, when I was a boy, he was the greatest thing in the world. Plus, his baseball card scared half the neighborhood.
Frank Tanana threw like a 100-mile-an-hour fastball when
he did.
First came up with the Angels.
Yeah, no one ever robbed
That's
houses.
The same thing at Jeff's house. We have the same thing. Puts his picture in the window.
I look like Bat Boy. Do you guys know who Bat Boy is?
No, who's Bat Boy?
National Enquirer, Bat Boy.
No, the Weekly World News.
And they even made
Bat
a play
Boy.
about it.
In those sensational little magazine things?
Yo, dude, look up Bat Boy. Just type in Bat Boy right now.
And you'll see
those of you that are
Greg's doing
listening
it
at
down
home,
here.
You'll see it.
Greg's doing it.
Oh, the show has gone off the rails. Seriously, if you look up Bat Boy, if you're sitting at home, that's what they say I look like, Bat Boy.
That you look like?
Yes, that's what
he does.
Hatch calls me Bat Boy.
Absolutely. And it offends him, and which makes
I get
me
really
say it
mad.
more. Yeah.
Did anybody find it?
Greg, oh my gosh. What is that?
That's Bat Boy. Are you kidding me? Yeah, that's what
Emily, you don't want to see
Hatch
this.
says I look like that guy.
Emily, does he look like that?
That's ridiculous.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Emily,
yeah.
Emily, you're the prettiest girl I know.
Okay.
Hey, and your
pretty small, Jeff.
hey, and and I like your grandfather.
You just called me your grandfather.
Oh, that's so
Stop
mean.
laughing at his jokes.
Oh, the great Tim Hatch, local basketball legend, now at La Sierra University here in Riverside. Why are you here again? You just hanging out?
I just came by to say hi, see the new digs, and I heard you guys are big time now, and I wanted to see the improvements because I've heard a lot about them.
When are we going?
Bad boy, bad child escapes.
I'm telling you, they made a stage play about that, about Bat Boy. There's a
That's the
stage.
He
best.
escaped, and he does a radio show in the IE, I heard.
That's what it says. That's what it says. But starting next week, what's our name going to be? Same name?
For the basketball team?
The
Hey, it's-
Fireballs.
The Fireballs.
Of Harupa Parks and Rec.
Oh, yeah.
Undefeated.
Big time.
Last summer. She named them. Emily named them the Fireball.
When are we going to a San Diego State game again?
Let's look at the schedule.
We never have a day off, Pep. We
I
work.
know.
We do this
True,
every
true.
single day.
We got to get down there. We got to go see Matt Mitchell from Roosevelt High School.
He's going to be in the next couple weeks while they're on break.
They have a December 30th Saturday game coming up. I looked at the schedule today. I was curious.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, Jeff's gone. Jeff's gone.
We can go, Pep.
Yeah, well, you and I will go. Jeff's gone, though. Where are you at, Jeff?
Someone take pictures of us.
I am.
Yeah, he'll have pics. Someone stalking us.
Hey guys, I know where you guys are at all the times. Yeah, aren't I? I'm in Seattle or I'm in Orem, Utah.
I think you go to Utah Valley first and then Seattle University. So, yeah, I think you'll be in Seattle.
Ah, man, you get to go to Montana this weekend. Yeah,
Tomorrow. What are you talking about? Like 12 hours, man. I'll be en route.
Tell Jay Flores hello, Director of Operations.
So, Jay Flores.
Travis DeQuire is head coach.
Travis DeQuire, the head coach at the University of Montana. Yeah. So if I drop your name, Tim Hatch, is it gonna open up a lot of doors, or is it gonna be like, oh man?
There'll be a lot of snow there, but there'll be doors that will open.
All right.
I
don't know.
The high of 31, I said tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's gonna be chilly. No, tomorrow's snowing.
I'm wearing
Tomorrow's
my
worse.
Cajon Cowboys beanie to the game.
No, that's
You
so
better get some
fun.
rest because you could pack some luggage in those bags you're carrying.
Oh, dude, I feel. Jeff got me sick. He sat too close to me in Star Wars.
You don't have typhoid. I had typhoid, and then I had death, and then today I'm getting out of it.
Wait, Colin, how do you feel about all this? Greg, what about you? You guys, you're sitting here in the midst of all
I'm
this.
breathing on Greg, and Jeff's over there right next to Colin.
Emily holding her breath over here.
I've been licking Cullen all day.
Colin, do we have an
Been
update?
licking his cheek.
He rose his hand. We got something very important. Jeff,
Oh, we
let him have
do.
the microphone
Hold on,
real
here we
quick
go.
because we have an update. Cajon versus Sarah in the state championship game. Cullen.
Okay, the turnover bug has bitten the Cowboys, and it has bitten it early and hard. Isaiah Kendrick capitalizes on the recovered fumble with a touchdown. Sarah up 7-0. Then later on, Jaden Daniels throws an interception. Nico Rolandi picks him off, and now Sarah with a 4th and goal, 2:52 to go in the first quarter, up by 7.
No.
It's still early.
Yeah, it is. It's still very early, but yeah, the turnovers. Ouch. And then,
Oh, there's another.
Wait. Let's go back to the spoiled quick quality oil change update desk right now on the Inland Sports Show.
4th and goal, field goal attempt for Sarah, no good.
Yeah!
There we go.
Cajon takes over, trailing 7-0.
Let's go, Cowpokes.
All right, so Cajon's going to go back on offense here, looking to tie this thing up against Sarah, down 7-0 in the first quarter. Tim, thank you for stopping by.
Our pleasure.
Tell your granddaughter thank you as well.
Wow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, Emily, I love you.
Emily.
You're the best.
Wonderful having you.
Have a great day.
And as I tell Tim every time I get off the phone, I love you, Tim. I do every time.
Yes. Okay.
All right, I love you. I'll see you later. I'll talk to you in the morning.
We will be back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
Yeah, thank God it's Friday.
Wait, you changed your name to McLovin? McLovin? What kind of a stupid name is that, Fogel? What, are you trying to be an Irish R&B singer?
Oh, they let you pick any name you want when you get down there.
And you landed on McLovin.
Yeah, I was between that and Muhammad.
The Inland Empire's home for all things IE just got even.
I played once upon a time at Centennial High School. I was actually on the first ever CIF championship team back in 2000, and then my senior year we won it again. I think that's my passion because I've done it. You know, I know exactly where these athletes are at. I know what their mindset is right now. I know how hard it is to, number one, find a performance coach who can take you to the next level. What sets us apart has to be, how we work with our athletes and what we know. We can take an athlete and help them reach their athletic potential, help them, prevent injuries, help get them stronger. I know every single athlete who steps into this gym. I know exactly where they're at, and I'm going to progress them every week. If you're not getting results, then, what's it about? We're going to deliver something that's measurable, in terms of speed, power, strength, agility.
Thank God, first of all. I thank the great people that I've got around me that help support me, the people that work for me. As I started, if it wasn't for the people around me, we probably wouldn't be here right now, but I've got a great staff. I've got great people that do stuff for us outside the store, and we've been very, very fortunate. Our service is impeccable, and we just keep trying to get better every year. We can do online stuff for your teams, as well as, like I said, the screen printing, the embroidery. We also have 3 women that do extra sewing for us, like tackle tool on uniforms, or the bling or rhinestones for different shirts for the ladies. That's why we have certain racks just for certain schools, and the fun about that is that it turns into other schools that may come in here that aren't as close, that we can do stuff for them as well. We've had very, very good customers throughout the years, and it's just been a blast.
Focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. Just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. Come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
I won't have to bang my head against the wall anymore.
Nope. Oh. Now you can watch on your phone, tablet, or TV while you bang your head against something softer, like this pillow, the squeaky toy, this bicycle horn,
fun,
this whoopee cushion, this potato. Who doesn't love mashed potatoes?
Right now, stream 60-plus channels of the best live news, sports, and your favorite TV shows for $10 the first month. Don't miss this limited-time offer. Go to directvnow.com/iHeart and enter promo code iHeart to redeem.
Price after $25 credit on $35 package. Second month will be at full price and renews monthly unless canceled. Prices may change. New subscribers only. Compatible device required. Restrictions apply.
Well, I finally improved my credit score.
What? The band is about to be discovered. Rock gods don't need to worry about credit scores. We're supposed to think about how many guitars we've smashed, make ridiculous on-tour requests, tragically break up and blame creative differences.
Yeah, I'm not banking my retirement on a band that's never left your garage.
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
I'd say in a given week, I probably only do about 15 minutes of real, actual work.
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
We are doing work every single day of your life right here on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show. I'm Pep Fernandez. That's Jeff Gorham. We're here weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m., bringing you nothing but the good stuff in the Inland Empire. Can we go back to the update desk? Intern Cullen standing by at the spoiled quick quality oil change update desk, monitoring very closely the Cajon versus Sarah high school football state championship game. Last we heard, the Cowboys down 7-0, but Sarah missed the field goal. Cajon got the football back. What's new, Cullen?
Breaking news coming out of the Cajon-Sarah game. Not much is happening.
I love it.
Start of the second quarter, Cajon has the football right now. The score is still 7-0.
So 7-0 after one quarter. My parents used to tell me, well, sometimes no news is good news, right?
That's true.
They could be down 14-0 or 10-0, but it's only 7-0. It's only one touchdown. When you've scored, what do we say? Cajon has 107 touchdowns on the season. It's only one touchdown. That's no big deal. They can go for 3 or 4 and a quarter.
I'm sure they're going to be. Oh, they were making a drive and they got a flag. So it's not good for the Cowboys right now, but they're going to win. I feel it.
If anything happens,
56-35.
That's your prediction.
That's my prediction.
Right? What'd I say? 50-42? I think that's what I said.
You said 50-42. Yes.
I gotta be honest. At this rate, it might be pretty low scoring.
It'll be 14-7. Coach Stauffer, 38-35.
Yeah.
My friend of the show, Norte Vista, 55-35. Tried to best me, and Tim Hatch said 50-42.
You had some other people blowing up your phone over there, right?
I have Vinny Fazio says he's looking forward to calling in.
He is.
He said he's
going to break down some high school football.
He's on the road to the city of sin.
That's right. He's going to the Las Vegas Bowl, which is going to be Boise State taking on the Oregon Ducks, and we've got some Inland Empire connections there. Of course, Alexander Madison, 1,000-yard rusher for the Boise State Broncos, and on the flip side for the Oregon Ducks, their star linebacker, Troy Dye out of Norco High School.
That's right.
But remember, Alexander Madison was a game-time decision. He's got that ankle injury, so they wasn't sure.
High ankle sprain.
Yeah.
Could be a tough one. But I will say this, what a great guy.
Yeah.
He came in on the Inland Sports Show, and
he signed our shirt. We have it in. No, he signed the Cardinal City shirt.
Yes, he did sign the Cardinal City shirt. Only Hall of Famers signed that other shirt.
Wait, who is it? That's Andre Reed from the Buffalo Bills. Oh, and Kenny Clark of the Green Bay Packers. He'll be a Hall of Famer.
He'll be a Hall of Famer, right now.
We're calling our shot right now. Hey, but we got breaking news again. Let's go straight back to the Boost Performance Training update desk. It's intern Cullen with more on Cajon versus Sarah.
11 minutes, 41 seconds left in the first half. Cajon with the punt down to the 11-yard line. Sarah takes over there, still up 7-0.
That's all right. We're going to pin them near their own goal line. It's all good. Field position.
The second quarter, and they haven't scored yet?
I know. That kind of worries me a little bit.
I'm scared.
Underneath this Cajon beanie, I'm getting a little freaked out. Just a little bit. Especially with that high-scoring game. Who did, I think the lowest prediction we've had is Coach Stauffer, right, at 38-35?
Coach Stauffer would know.
Man.
He's a defensive guru.
He's going to be the mastermind. He's going to look like a genius if this pans out the way it looks like. But, yeah, field position and defense in this one, which I don't think anyone was really predicting. They were going to, see a lot of touchdowns in this one. A high-scoring game between a Sarah team coming off 76 points against the U, Tulare Union, and Cajon posting 70 on the Rancho Verde. Cajon's averaging, I think it was 49 points per game this season.
That's right.
Just crazy.
Yes, they got to do it. They got to do it.
That's why I went 50-42 in my score prediction, because I was like, you know what? They're probably going to hit right about the average, 49 points per game. So I went 50. Went on a little bit of upside.
You did.
So Cajon on top of Sarah right now. Cajon trailing Sarah by a score of 7-0 in the second quarter. Again, live updates here on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM, the Inland Sports Show. So we had Tim Hatch in here, former head coach at Citrus Hill. He played he's coaching right now as an assistant on for the women's basketball team at La Sierra University. And Jeff, you and him go way back. You were telling me about a basketball camp you did with the Cal Golden Bears. And long story short, one of the coaches for Cal is now at the University of Montana. So Coach Hatch was trying to put me in touch with him when I go up there tomorrow with UC Riverside basketball. Small world in coaching.
Yeah, I wouldn't throw Tim Hatch's name, though, to him.
Yeah, that's why I was a little concerned.
Yeah, anytime you throw Tim Hatch's name out there, because I've worked basketball camps with Tim Hatch for almost 20 years. And Tim usually carries me every camp because about Wednesday or Thursday, my knees are shot. And Tim he's kind of has a little bit of energy. If you know Tim Hatch, he might be the craziest human being on the planet. But he's carried me, and I'll tell you what, I've had more fun and more stories that I could never tell on this air because of Tim Hatch. The best guy I know.
You guys did all those San Diego State basketball camps for the longest time with Steve Fisher, right?
We have, yeah.
You have a great Steve Fisher impersonation when he'd call out Tim Hatch, right?
Yeah, he'd go, oh, I can't really say, he would yell horrible curse words, but he'd go, Timmy, Tim Hatch, Hatchy. Yeah, where's the balls? Yeah, we're missing basketballs. Hatch. He'd get really mad because Coach Fisher, if you lost any basketballs, he'd like fine you or just scream at you. But see, Hatch would always yell. He would always get me in trouble because at the beginning of every day at camp, Fisher would come in and he goes, hey, guys, what do you got planned? And I would never plan anything because Tim would take care of it. Well, one day Tim didn't plan squat. So he goes, hey, so what do you guys plan? And so Hatch looks at me and goes, hey, Jeff, what do you got? Right in front of Coach. Coach Fisher reamed me. I mean, reamed me up and down. But he's continued to hire us, and I'm still working. This is I think our 16th year of basketball.
But now with Coach Dutcher, right?
Now with Coach Dutcher, and it's a fun camp. I've been there forever. I bring my kids. It's awesome. Great time.
So you and Coach Hatch making the basketball camp rounds, right?
Yeah, we've done San Diego State. We've done Cal. We've done.
You were talking about Mike Montgomery when Mike Montgomery was the head basketball coach at Cal, right? You were
Mike
up
Montgomery
there.
was up there, and our buddy Greg Gottlieb, brother of Doug Gottlieb. Greg is now at Oregon State. We always had fun. Tim and I always have a great time. The toughest thing was Mike Montgomery didn't really ever want to talk to us little goofballs. We were the coaches, so we'd go, hi, coach, and he would just walk right by us every time. He big-timed us. Do we have an update?
Let's go straight. We can't waste any time. Let's go straight to the Ken Sporting Goods update desk. Intern Cullen with more on Cajon versus Sarah.
Sarah busts a big run down the left sideline. Daniel Fortune chases it down, strips the ball, turnover. Cowboys taking over. Jaden Daniels and the offense will be back on the field down 7-0.
Yeah, Cowboys!
Cajon coming back. See, sometimes you need a big defensive play to spark the fire to put out the first order. Or Sarah in this case.
Yes, definitely.
Right?
Oh, yeah, I'm excited, though. I hope.
See, you guys are watching the game over there. I'm on the other side of our huge, luxurious Inland Sports studio, and I can't see the game.
I don't know how he ended up we're able to watch this game, but it's live streamed on
don't say it.
Computer. Is this pirated?
Jeff, you know all about pirated.
I do. I have a box at my house. I'm going to tell this story right now. I have a box in my house. I can watch any sporting event in the world.
Is this legal, though?
It's any sporting event in the world. Any pay-per-view, I got it. I got this box. It's a magical box. I put in the little numbers, put in my search, and boom, I can watch anything.
If you go to jail, I want your new laptop.
I can.
Let me just say that so it's on record.
I can see any movie I want. In fact, I watched the Justice League the other day.
The other day, we had another award-winning Inland Sports show right here on Fox Sports, i.e. 1350 AM, and I said, oh, man, I'm going to go home. I got to get ready for the IMG TV show. Jeff, what are you going to do? And he's like, I'm going to go watch Thor. It's like, oh, the other one? The first one? No, the new one. Like, what are you going to go home watch Thor? You can't go home watch the new Thor.
I have it in my front room. The magic box brings me everything. In fact, I might go home tonight. I'm going to see if the Last Jedi is on there.
Oh, could it be?
Oh, it'll be on there. I guarantee it'll be on there. It might be a guy filming from his phone.
That's a Seinfeld episode.
Trust me, there's a bunch of those on there. But any Disney movie, any Christmas movie, I can watch.
So if you want to watch,
if I want to watch curling, I can watch curling.
If you want to watch Detroit Mercy basketball,
no, I don't watch that. No, they don't have that because they don't even have TV in parts of Detroit.
What about UC Riverside versus Montana? I'll have the call on Sunday at noon. You can watch it.
Oh, if it's live streamed to Montana, I can watch it. Yeah, but I don't want to hear some other guys. I want to hear you.
The Golden Pipes.
The golden throat of Pep Fernandez.
I gotta again. I need to do something with my voice because Jeff got me sick. Jeff's been sick all week.
I did not get you sick.
Yeah, you got me sick. You're right across the studio from me. You've been sick as a dog.
Now you've probably been sick as a broadcaster in your day. What do you do?
Power through. I'm hurting.
Have you ever been on the air? Have you ever been on the air when you've been really, really sick?
Right now?
Besides today. Actually, I feel pretty good. I just have a really bad sore throat. So you can actually tweet us, give me your home remedy for a sore throat. But I'm trying to think, was I ever on like a sportscast, like a one of my TV sportscasts, and I was really sick? I don't think so. I think I did pretty well. What are you laughing at?
I just remembered another story.
Did I tell you a story? That's one of those not for air stories.
I just started smiling and remember.
I've been pretty lucky in terms of going on air, not feeling well, feeling under the weather, but still. Because when you do a television sportscast, we're talking 3, 4, 5 minutes at the very most on a weekend, like 11 o'clock news, which isn't a lot of time. So you just got to power up for 3 or 4 or 5 minutes and just battle through. You know, I don't think I've even sneezed on the air. Like, I've been pretty good. But, Jeff, as much as I'd like to talk about my olfactory senses and my head cold over here, we got to go to the Spoiled Quick Quality Oil Change update desk. More on Cajon.
Jaden Daniels calls his own number up the right sideline, 35 yards inside the 10. First and goal for the Cowboys there.
Yes! The boys are on the move.
Cowboys!
Cowboys are on the move. So it's still 7-zip?
Still 7-0, Sarah on top.
And how much time in the second quarter?
Got 8 minutes, 2 seconds, and counting in the first half.
They're still got to put up 56.
That's low scoring.
This isn't right, but we're on the verge of scoring.
Man.
Now, getting back to your sickness, what is the thing that these guys were talking about that you can get at Starbucks?
Medicine ball.
Medicine ball. It's like green tea. Is it honey?
Honey.
Green tea, honey, lemon. Man, as I clear my throat.
And the stuff they sweep up on the floor of Starbucks,
in, right?
Sprinkle it on top, make it a Christmas Red Ball or whatever they called it.
We have such a big studio here that if one of us is sick, we're gonna be stuck in here like a little incubator, and the germs just flying around. But we battle, right?
Yes, we battled earlier.
Nothing more that I want to do is get on a plane with a head cold and fly to Montana.
Dude, you're gonna get
it's gonna be wonderful.
You're gonna get the entire UCR sick. You know what you need?
Don't say that. I'm not getting Coach Cuts sick.
Coach Cuts, John Maxwell. He's gonna get you guys all sick. He needs to wear a mask. You need to wear a mask on the plane.
If you get breaking news on Sunday that UCR had to forfeit because everyone's sick, don't look at me.
Dude, they got several games coming up.
Yeah,
they got 2 next week.
Yeah, finals are over. Now it gets real juicy on the schedule.
Dude, you're gonna get them sick. You have to wear a mask tomorrow.
Don't say that.
Get a mask. Wear a mask. You'd be like those guys at Disneyland.
Yeah.
Ever seen those people walking around Disneyland?
Yeah. We got to go back to the update desk. Cullen.
4th and goal for the Cowboys. Jaden Daniels throws it up, back corner of the end zone. Darren Jones through the hands. Sarah takes over on the turnover on downs.
Darren Jones always makes that play. 6'8" Darren Jones. He's gone viral. Jeff, we got to take a break, but we got to break down this Cajon game when we come back. We got Vinny Fazio right around the corner as well. He's going to talk high school football with us from Las Vegas. Maybe we'll talk a little Las Vegas Bowl as well. You guys laugh. You're giggling like little girls over there. What's going on?
You're struggling. You're getting sicker by the minute.
Am I?
You're getting sicker.
What did I say? Did I say something weird?
No, you're looking really sick.
You look great, Pep. You look great.
You guys are awful.
You got the typhoid.
Man, we'll be right back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
Yeah, thank God it's Friday.
Jeremy. Jeremy, you're amazing.
Oh, God.
How you guys doing? Ray Bass here. We're here at Corona High with the Corona High football program with the one and only Pep Fernandez. Today's boost training tip, it's all about top end speed. We're talking about the ankling drill. Come check it out. This particular drill is great at teaching us to get our feet off the ground as quickly as possible. All right, so what we're going to do is Gavin's going to start with his feet underneath his hips. His toes are going to be pointing forward. And the goal here is to get as many hits against the ground as possible. He's going to do a fast high knee. He's going to have his toes pointed up, get as many hits as he can in a short amount of time. Here we go. So we're going to go about 5 yards here. Here we go. Ready, set, go. Fast down, toes up, toes up, toes up, toes up, toes up. Now, typically, when we get over the opposite knee, I like to say fast down just so we don't get robotic with it, but there you have it right there, the ankling drill. Great for top end speed.
Brought to you by the Hispanic Scholarship Fund and the Ad Council.
From the Cold Star Ice Studios, it's Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM, KUBE, Riverside.
What's happening, hot stuff?
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts.
And welcome back. It's the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM, brought to you by Spoiled, quick quality oil change, Ken Sporting Goods, Boost Performance Training, and Catalano Motors in Corona. We got Vinny Fazio standing by, but real quick, let's go to the update desk. Intern Cullen's got more on Cajon. What is the very latest, Cullen?
Sarah quarterback Luke Batari goes down with an injury. Still not sure if he's going to be returning. Right now, the backup quarterback is in. Sarah, first and goal from the 1-yard line.
Ooh. Uh-oh. Man, it's a physical game. Like, guys flying around, bodies on the ground. Uh-oh. We got another update. Let's go right back to the update desk.
Messiah Kendrick, second touchdown of the day, puts Sarah up 13-0. PAT still pending.
Oh, I don't like that. 13-0 Sarah right now in the second quarter on Cajon for the state championship in 2AA. Right now, let's go to the Boost Performance Training Celebrity Hotline. It's the great Vinny Fazio, and he's on the move today. Vinny, where are you right now?
Pep, we're in Las Vegas, man. I'm looking out over the strip right now, getting ready for the Vegas Bowl tomorrow.
Yeah, you know what? You might know more than anyone else that Boise State's playing Oregon, and Alexander Madison out of Cardinal City, San Bernardino High School, is a game-time decision for the Broncos. We're hoping to see him play.
Yeah, that's a big one for me. I bet Oregon, so I'm actually kind of hoping that maybe he takes the night off.
There you go. Rest him up for next season, right?
Get him rested up, man. You got to get that thing healthy. Get himself some time.
Yeah, he's a 1,000-yard rusher for Boise State this year. He had a fantastic sophomore campaign. But, yeah, we do want to see him healthy for next season. So he was questionable. He was a game-time decision, according to the Boise State head coach, going into that Las Vegas Bowl. And then on the flip side, we mentioned his name earlier on the show, Troy Dye, star linebacker, led the team in tackles for the Oregon Ducks, an Orco High School guy.
Yeah, we're actually at the hotel with Oregon. Oregon is here in the hotel. So I've seen their guys walking around, seen the Oregon cheerleaders walking around, which has actually been the best part of the trip so far. So
what hotel are you?
Things are going good, man.
Where are you staying?
We're at the Mandalay Bay, man. We're on the 20th floor suite of the Mandalay Bay. We're rocking it out.
The great Vinny Fazio. Now he's been a head football coach at Eisenhower, Murrieta Valley, and Ramona. Coach, there's so many high school football coaching, head coaching openings right now, and Jeff and I, we've heard your name with all of them.
Yes,
where are you going to end up?
We heard that.
Go ahead, you can break the news.
We heard you were the head coach at Vista Marietta. We heard you were the head coach at Redlands East Valley, Miller, Temecula Valley,
Vista Del Lago.
Oh yeah, you were a hot plate name on the Vista Del Lago shortlist.
You know, the reason that they're saying that is because Jeff Gorham's just making all this stuff up. That's the problem.
No.
So Jeff Gorham just makes up all this stuff, and then I got to deal with these rumors all the time. That's exactly what's going on.
Hey, but as long as your name is out there for every job, that's a good thing right there.
Hey, I'm with you, man. It's better to be talked about than to not be talked about. So what the heck, right?
Exactly.
Well, Vinny, you're writing books now. What is going on with that?
You're an author.
Yeah, thank you for that. And actually, I'm going to put that in my name. I'm going to put published author Vinny Fazio, so everybody has to acknowledge it every time they talk about me. Yeah, I wrote a book, 3-5 defensive manual. You know Chris Four, right? The great Chris Four.
Yeah, in the high desert.
Yeah, so Chris Four is publishing it, and we're going to sell it through his website, 8laces.org, and it's going to be all about our defense, our 3-5 defense that we've developed over time at the University of Redlands, and of course at Carter and Eisenhower, and all the way through Murrieta Valley and Ramona, and I had the year off this year of coaching, so I said, what the heck, let's get some of this down on paper, and Chris Four decided, hey, let's publish it, let's get it out there. So anybody looking for it, looking for Christmas presents, there you go. There's a good one. Actually, I'm just kidding. It's not available yet. I don't think until January. I think it'll actually be out there. So I'm just kidding about that.
So Vinny Fazio at a Barnes & Noble near you for book signings.
Absolutely. Hey, I saw Pete Rose today. Speaking of signing, Pete Rose was down in the card shop here at the Mandalay Bay signing autographs. I figured that could be me, man. I'll be sitting around signing my book.
Charlie Hustle.
That could be you. So without giving away all your secrets in the book, why a 3-5 defense?
You know what, Coach? What happened to us, Pep, when we decided to do it? It was at the University of Redlands, and we said, it's really hard to find at the small college level those big war daddy D linemen. Those big Alabama D linemen. Mm-hmm. We couldn't find those guys, but we could find those swingman, linebacker, safety guys. Those are the guys we really felt like we could get. And so that was a big reason. And the other thing is, with all the modern spread offenses, we just wanted to be able to get more good athletes on the field, and remove a big three technique and put in another DB that could go cover and play some man and run around and tackle guys. We just were trying to get our best athletes on the field.
Well, you and I did San Bernardino Valley College football games live on IEMG this season. And we're seeing the Wolverines very active on Twitter right now. They're landing a bunch of local guys to come play at Death Valley. What did you like about the Wolverines in their first season under the new head coach, Daniel Elgatis?
I think Daniel Elgatis is great. I've had a couple chances to meet him. Obviously, we did their games. I think he's a superstar in the profession, and I hope he's at San Bernardino Valley for a long time because he's going to be successful for a really long time. Obviously, that facility is second to none in the area. If you look at San Bernardino Valley, their facility looks like a Division I facility now. 1AA type facility. So they've got that going for them. Obviously, Coach Lawler, the professor of defense, he's a 3-5 guy a little bit too, a little bit of 4-2-5, a little bit of 3-5, but has had that defense rolling for a couple of years. So I think this is a great time to be a fan of San Bernardino Valley football. I think we're in the kind of, a new rebirth of San Bernardino Valley football here over the next few years.
So do you want to squash the rumors that you're not coaching? Are you author Vinny Fazio now? Are you going to be author/coach /dad/ commentator, broadcaster? Like, how many titles do you have right now?
Yeah, I like to wear a lot of hats. You know what? I'm going to coach this year for sure. I'm going to coach this year. I've had some good conversations with people. I don't have anything right now that is set in stone. I'm kind of out there, but I've had some good conversations and been contacted about a few and there's a few that are interesting and a few that aren't as interesting. So you just kind of got to let it play out. It's a process. But I'm definitely going to coach. I will be coaching football. I don't know if I'll be a head coach or an assistant. I don't know that yet. But I will be coaching in 2018.
Now, the jobs that are open, we've said Vista, Marietta, Redlands, Rev, Miller, Temecula Valley. Of those jobs, and we're not putting your name to it, honestly. I was just messing around. But of those jobs, what makes some of those jobs better than others in your mind that you say, hey, this is a lucrative, a great opportunity to coach? What of those jobs that are open?
I think just generally, I don't want to go into individually job by job just because it's really hard to know nowadays. In the old days, you kind of knew, in the 80s, you knew Fontana and Eisenhower and you knew where the good job. It's a little harder now. Because it's not really, you can't really tell by district anymore. It's kind of just who's the principal? Is football important? Who's the AD? Are they going to be in your corner? Are they going to support you? What's then you can kind of look at the district level. Is this a district where success in football is happening in a lot of places? So I think there's a lot of things. What are their facilities? What league are they in? There's just a lot of things you got to look at, really. But the biggest thing, as you guys know, is administrative support. When I was at Eisenhower, we had Art Sanchez as our principal. We had Steve Johnson as our AD. We had great admin, and so we were able to get rolling really fast. If you've got admin, you can do it without admin support. It's just really hard and feels like you're banging your head against the wall. If you've got a great admin, then you've got a great job.
We've got former Fontana High School football star, local coaching legend. That's how we have the graphic on the screen.
I like that. Let's use that as the entrance. I like that.
Local football legend and author.
Playing is good.
Hey, Coach, so you're a Fohi guy. We just saw the big news that Kurt Bruick making the move to Citrus Valley. So who would have thunk a couple weeks ago that if you looked at the city of Redlands, Citrus Valley would have their coach in place, and it would be Kurt Bruick, and that RHS and Rev would be the two schools looking for a head coach. How wacky was that?
A couple of things. First of all, kudos to Citrus Valley. What a great job they did. You talk about an administration that did a great job getting a coach. That job was open for, 2 weeks, and they got Kurt Bruick. So kudos to them. What a great job they did. I had heard a rumor that might be in the works, but you never know what's true and what isn't. But certainly a wonderful job by Citrus Valley. They got a great coach. And here's the thing about Rev. I think Rev, if they get the right guy in, there's enough talent in Redlands for multiple good teams. So I don't think Rev is dead and buried. They're gonna have to work, and I think people are gonna want that Rev job. I think there's gonna be good coaches out there that'll be interested there, but they're gonna have to go get them. I mean, they're gonna have to make a commitment if they want to stay at that high level.
Yeah, we heard some rumors about Coach Bruick, I don't know, the last couple of years about where places he might end up because he was highly coveted. He built that Redlands East Valley program into a powerhouse and won a state championship. But now he's going to Citrus Valley. He did a live interview here on the show and said, hey, man, they got a great stadium. It's closer to home for his own selfish reasons. It was a great fit. I know a lot of people at Rev are going to miss him, but it's a great fit for him, and he's excited about it.
You know what? And there's never a great time to leave, right? There's always going to be people that are going to be hurt and kids that are going to be hurt because there's never a great time. But the reality for us as coaches, as head coaches, is you're on a 1-year contract. They can get rid of you whenever they want. They don't sign us to 5-year contracts. If they wanted to do that, I think a lot of coaches would accept a 5-year contract, but they don't ask us to do that. So he has every right to leave. He gave his all to Rev. He gave everything he could. He did just a unbelievably fabulous job there. Put them on the map, as a state football program, and God bless him. And he's going to do a great job at Citrus Valley too. I have no doubt Citrus Valley instantly becomes a major factor in local high school football.
Hey, Vinny, the last SBVC football game that we broadcasted, I think it was the last one, you had the Christmas-themed jacket on, and I think it was like the reindeer suspenders. Please tell me you have that in Las Vegas for the Las Vegas Bowl.
Pep, I have it, and I will be wearing it tomorrow in the front row of the Las Vegas Bowl.
Will you get on camera? You got to get on TV, right? They got to find Vinny Fazio.
We will be right behind the Oregon bench. I've got a red Christmas suit that you've got, you know it. My friend Mike Avent, who is, by the way, Mike Avent, one of the best football players, best D lineman in the history of Claremont College. He's here with me. He's going to be in the blue Christmas sweater-looking Christmas suit. I'm going to be in the red one with the snowman on it. We're going to be right behind the Oregon bench. You won't be able to miss us if you're watching the game.
Well, if you're watching the show right now on the Inland Sports Channel, we have a picture. It's you and I at SBVC when we called the football game, and you've got it on right now. Where do you find something like that? Where do you find a red blazer with snowman on it? Do you go home with like arts and craft times, go to Joann's Fabrics and just start sewing away? Like, where do you find one of those?
Pep, it's this little thing called the internet where you can find almost anything. Almost anything you want on the internet.
So I'm just trying to picture Vinny Fazio late at night on his home computer being like, you know what I really need right now? If I could just find a red jacket with snowmen, that'd be perfect.
Hey, that's how we found that's how we found
for tomorrow.
I was going to say that's how we found Coach Bruick's new outfit.
Oh, that's
for
right.
Tomorrow we got the pants too, man. We got the shirt and the jacket and the pants. We're in full regalia tomorrow for Oregon State and Boise.
So it's not just the jacket; it's the whole suit. It's the whole deal. Plus the bow tie, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Got to have the bow tie. I got the Christmas bow tie, the red and green bow tie. So we're rocking now. Unfortunately, neither of these teams wear red, so I'm going to be a little bit out of place. But that's all right. We're still excited.
But see, that's the good part. You're going to stick out like a sore thumb. So when those TV cameras are panning around trying to find some crazy fans, they're going to go right to you behind the Oregon bench.
Yeah, I'll be easy to find. We will definitely be easy to find. It won't take a lot of looking.
Well, Vinny, when you lock up a football coaching job, you got to break the news on the one and only Inland Sports Show. You know that, right?
Pep, you know you're my guy. You know you're the guy I go to. So absolutely, you're always my guy. And hey, let me tell you one more thing. There is going to be, and I'm not privy to release the details because it's down the road. There is going to be at least one major high school football coaching change coming up here in this offseason.
Oh,
major.
Vinny.
Big news, major job.
I think I know which one he's talking about.
You're killing me. Can you give us a hint? I love this kind of stuff.
I can't do it because of my sources are so secret and so hidden that if I give this away, I will alienate them.
Oh!
But what I'm telling you is there is going to be a major eruption change. That's my prediction. Now, I could be wrong, but I don't think I am.
And it could affect more than one program, I think.
Absolutely could affect multiple local programs.
You know,
Big
Jeff?
name local programs.
Yeah, I think we have the same friends, and we've talked about it. In fact, it was mentioned yesterday to somebody we were talking. Yeah,
really?
It's a big one. It's a big one.
Hey, so here's the deal, Vinny. When it's official, give us a call. Let's break the news. And then also, when you land your job, because like you said, you'll land somewhere. You can't spend all your time writing books.
No, I'm going to coach. Like I said, I don't know. For me, I'm in a great situation, Pep, in that my teaching job is a fantastic teaching job at Oak Hills High School. So I'm fortunate to be in a situation where I don't feel like I have to jump at the wrong job. So the next head coaching job I take is going to be the right job for me. And if it's not available, then there's plenty of places where I can go help out. But I'm definitely going to coach. 1 year off is about enough. And the truth is, my wife's telling me the same thing. Honey, 1 year off's about enough.
How's that?
Back to work.
How's that little boy of yours doing?
He's doing awesome, man. They're up north actually this weekend visiting my wife's mom and family, and so he's playing and hanging out, talking all the time, and asking a million questions. He reminds me a little bit of Pep. He's like a young Pep Fernandez. He has all the questions asked. So,
but he's got better hair than I do already.
He does. He does have better hair than you do. That's true.
I will say this: Coach's son Lucas and my son Luke. They have the same hair.
Luca and Luke have the curly,
the curly hair. I love it. You got a handsome little boy.
Almost suspiciously similar, Jeff. That's my problem with it.
I just want to know if my wife knows you or your wife knows me. I'm not too sure.
We need to do some investigating, I think.
Or our wives have both been friends with Albert Brooks, as I like to say.
That curly hair. Oh, it's the great Vinny Fazio. Coach, enjoy that Las Vegas Bowl, Boise State and Oregon, and I'm definitely going to look for you on that TV broadcast.
You will 100% be able to find me. I'll take a picture. I'll tweet. We'll tweet the pictures at you tomorrow as they come in, and I'm sure we'll be easy to find. So go Ducks tomorrow. But actually, honestly, hoping if Alexander Madison plays, that he has a big day. He's a great local product.
Yes, he is. We're excited about that matchup. Enjoy the game. Look for the bright red suit with the snowmen all over it. That is the great Vinny Fazio at the Las Vegas Bowl, live from Las Vegas. Coach, we always appreciate it. We'll do this again real soon.
Thanks, boss man. Anytime.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, that was the great Vinny Fazio, live from Las Vegas for the Las Vegas Bowl. Before we hit the break, we got to pay the bills in just a second. We got to go back to the Boost Performance Training Update Desk. Intern Cullen with an update on Cajon playing for the state championship. Cullen?
Real quick, Rodney Robinson comes up with the interception, so turnovers all over the place in this one. Cajon with the ball near midfield, 10 seconds left before halftime. They trail 14-0.
Oh, man, they have not scored. It's almost halftime. Hopefully they're going to air out a Hail Mary. Jaden Daniels has a pretty big arm. They've got Darren Jones and Jeremiah Martin, who are very tall receivers, so that's the good news. If you put the ball up, they'll go get it. So let's take a quick commercial break. When we come back, the exciting conclusion as we go into the break, right?
And we have a special guest is going to call in.
We do?
We do.
You didn't even tell me about this.
No, it's a good one, though. You're going to love it. He's fun, he's great, and we'll have a great time with it.
All right, a Cajon football update and a mystery guest when we come back on the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
Yeah, thank God it's Friday.
This bumper's gonna go on the wall of my garage, carnal. I'm gonna put a little sign under it. It's gonna say, this bumper was put...
We're small, family-owned, strive for quality pre-owned vehicles. We're not a volume dealer, and we take every deal as personal to us. We're a low-stress environment. We're not a pressure sales house. If you want to shop us, you're more than welcome to shop us. We have, like I said, great rates, competitive financing, a lot of one-owner, clean Carfax, clean title vehicles. As you see, we have Carfax everywhere. That's most important to us, to educate our customers before they make a purchase. We're right off of Ontario, right off a couple exits off the 15 freeway, off Cajon, off El Cerrito, and we're right on the main drag going into Dos Logos and the crossings. We have great financing, we have great lenders that we're using. We do buy, sell, trade, cash for your car. Whatever we need to do to help accommodate the customer, that's what we're here for. We have a little bit of everything. We start at about $69.95 and go all the way up to $100,000. We have Escalades, we have commuters, we have pickup trucks, we have Jeeps, sport utilities, and if we don't have it, our specialty is finding you exactly what you're looking for.
Thank God, first of all. I thank the great people that I've got around me that help support me, the people that work for me. As I started, if it wasn't for the people around me, we probably wouldn't be here right now, but I've got a great staff. I've got great people that do stuff for us outside the store, and we've been very, very fortunate. Our service is impeccable, and we just keep trying to get better every year. We can do online stuff for your teams, as well as, like I said, the screen printing, the embroidery. We also have 3 women that do extra sewing for us, like tackle tool on uniforms, or the bling or rhinestones for different shirts for the ladies. That's why we have certain racks just for certain schools, and the fun about that is that it turns into other schools that may come in here that aren't as close, that we can do stuff for them as well. We've had very, very good customers throughout the years, and it's just been a blast.
Visit LKQPickYourPart.com for more information, or visit us today and save big. What's in your garage?
From the Buffalo Wild Wings Weather Center.
This report is brought to you by Foundation for a Better Life.
This is water. Can you feel this, Helen? Yes, water! Helen, it's water!
Deaf and blind, Helen Keller overcame her world of darkness. Foresight, pass it on. From the Foundation for a Better Life at values.com.
It takes 12 years to create a graduate. It takes about the same time to create a dropout. And at the end of the day, the difference between a child becoming one or the other could be you. So United Way is asking you to make a pledge. Tutor a child who needs help. Mentor a kid who needs someone on their side. Volunteer to read to children. Because when a child advances, we all advance. Be a reader, tutor or mentor, give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Take the pledge now at liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
As I went through school, one giant question loomed over me. What did I want to be? First, I had to decide what I wanted to make. I wanted to make more, so I became a teacher. Now I make learning a privilege, not a chore, and frustration a tool, not an obstacle. I make working hard seem easy, and giving up impossible. I'm a teacher. I make more.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
And that's where the big bucks start rolling in.
Now back to the Inland Sports Show. Here's Pep and Jeff.
We are back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. We're going to finish up real strong today on this Friday. Head into the weekend. Jeff's going to go see Star Wars again.
Yes, I am. I'm going to take the boys.
Thank God.
I'm going to Montana. You're missing out.
Oh, man, we got a mystery guest coming up pretty soon. I can't wait.
So in our next segment, a mystery guest. Is it a big name, Jeff?
Yes, he's a big name here in Riverside, and we love him. He's great.
You didn't tell me who this is. You just went off on your own. And
I did.
Called the audible.
I'm calling an audible.
Switched it all up on me.
He does a fine job. Just put it that way.
So as we headed into the break, we were talking about Cajon versus Sarah, CIF Division II AA State Championship. We're not talking league titles. We're not talking Southern Section titles. We're talking about state championships at Sacramento State. Right before the break, Cajon had the football down 14-zip around midfield. 10 seconds left. What did I say, Jeff? I said Jaden Daniels, he's got a big arm. He's got those big, tall receivers and Jeremiah Martin and Darren Jones. If he can just get that ball up, they'll go get it. They'll go get that football.
They two best athletes in the world.
Yes, basketball stars, real tall. They make it easy. Just get the ball up, and they will go chase it and get that football. Let's go back to the Catalano Motors update desk. Intern Cullen, how did the Cowboys do heading into the break?
5 seconds left in the half. Nick Rogers calls a timeout. Jaden Daniels takes the snap, rolls to his right, buys a little extra time, airs it out into quadruple coverage, and guess who goes up and gets it? Darren Jones. It is 14-7. Sarah at the half. Keep in mind, Sarah will get the kickoff, but Cajon gets on the board, cuts the lead in half, and it's a ball game going into the second half.
Yeah, you know what? A little bit of momentum. That feels good, right? You get a touchdown right before the break. You head into the locker room feeling good about yourself. It's 14-7. Cajon's down, as intern Cullen said. Sarah will get the football to start the second half, but still, Cajon, just to get on the scoreboard with a big touchdown like that, it's got to feel good. A little bit of momentum, a little bit of confidence, but low scoring, Jeff. We had this all wrong.
Dude, they got to get 49 points in the second half to get to my score.
Man, they got some work to do.
Yes, they do.
I don't think a lot of people, obviously by the people who were tweeting us and messaging us, they weren't expecting a low-scoring defensive field position battle. But that's what we got up there in Sacramento right now, as Cajon is down 14-7 to Sarah. But the Cowboys with a big touchdown. Darren Jones hauling one in from Jaden Daniels, which would be number 62 on the season
for
Jaden
right.
Daniels. And then Darren Jones, the big, tall 6'8" receiver who's gone viral. People love this big, tall receiver. They're calling him the next Randy Moss.
You mean King Flip-Flop?
King Flip-Flop. We started the season with him at the scrimmage at San Bernardino Valley College, remember?
That's right. He was wearing a crown from Burger King. It was all bedazzled and bejeweled, and he was wearing flip-flops and dancing on the sidelines. And he was catching touchdowns and pirouetting and doing pliés.
It's like it's come full circle. We started off our football season at their scrimmage, Cajon scrimmage at San Bernardino Valley College, and today we're wrapping up the season with Cajon playing in the state championship, and there's Darren Jones.
That's right. It was Apple Valley and Corona. We were expecting Corona. We wanted to see the big stud quarterback, and he ended up transferring.
Yeah, Shane Illingsworth. Remember, they had some guys transfer in. They were all legal, and they kind of all went their own ways. Manny Allen, he went to Rancho Verde. He won a CIF Southern Section Championship with Jeff Steinberg of the Mustangs. But Cajon looked good in that scrimmage. And
they did.
Obviously, the writing was on the wall. It was foreshadowing that Cajon was set up to have a big season. And, Jeff, they're going to be good again next year. Jaden Daniels is a junior, as is Darren Jones, the guy we were just talking about who got the touchdown.
That's right. And a basketball player as well, a very good basketball player.
Your boy, Randy Murray's the head basketball coach at Cajon High School. I bet you he's saying, man, I need Darren Jones and Jeremiah Martin in the lineup.
I'm sure right now the Merman is watching.
The Merman?
The Merman is watching the feed here. He might even be at the game and hoping nothing happens to his superstar basketball player as well.
I bet you they're at a tournament right now. Don't you think, the basketball team?
Yeah.
They're probably at a tournament right now.
Yeah, they're always
wishing they had Darren Jones and Jeremiah Martin.
Yeah, and Cajon's basketball team's going to be great as well.
Yeah, they're going to be good.
There's so many good athletes at Cajon. And the whole San Bernardino area this year, championship, what do we call them? City of Champions?
City of Champions.
San Bernardino, really good.
All right, so we got a mystery guest coming up, along with more Cajon updates, because right now we're at the half in Sacramento. Cajon trailing Sarah of San Mateo 14-7. So I think we're going to come back on the air for, part of the third quarter, I would say at least.
Yes.
So anything happens, we'll bring that to you. And, of course, we'll be tweeting out live scores at Inland_sports. But we got a mystery guest coming up after the commercial. Jeff, you did not tell me who this was.
No, I'm not going to.
Can you give the folks out there of the IE some hints?
He's beloved.
He's beloved.
He is beloved here in the...
And it's not me.
No, it's not you, and you are the most beloved. He is beloved.
Might run for office one day.
You could. But mayor, though?
I might run against you, right? You're the mayor. I read on your bio in some social circles, they call Jeff Gorham the mayor.
No, see, my wife, no joke. And we've talked about this. We've had long discussions over martinis. So I don't know how real they were, but man, I'll tell you what, if I lived in Riverside still, I'd have to give the mayor a run for his money.
The great Rusty Bailey.
I could beat him, I think. I'm going to put together, I might move
a campaign,
back.
huh?
I might move into a small apartment and just live here during the week so I can be eligible and run against old Rusty. We got to get Rusty on the air. I want to debate him.
Yeah. We were trying to the first week. He's a very busy man.
Yeah, see, as mayor, I would be on the Inland Sports Show every single day because I wouldn't quit this job. I could mayor and I could do this.
You'd be making sure the potholes are filled and people are knowing what's going on in the IE in terms of sports.
Yeah, I'd walk around with a big bucket of tar if I had to, and I would just be filling those things in. I'd kiss
while talking sports.
I'd kiss all the babies. I would literally be the everyman's people. I would be a man of the people.
Honestly, you'd probably do real well.
I would.
You would actually do real well in Riverside.
I'm telling you. Menifee, though, I'm unheard of in Menifee.
Here's your campaign slogan. Jeff Gorham, it's a slam dunk.
It is a slam dunk.
See, I'm too antisocial. I couldn't do it, man. We come on the radio show and we have so much fun talking sports and we love it doing it here for the Inland Empire. Dude, but I go home and I shut it down. I'm like a hermit. My wife says I'd make such a great hermit. I just put on sports on TV and just crack open a Dr. Pepper and I'm good.
But you're a unique sports writer. Or no, I'm a sports journalist.
Writer.
A journalist, right? I guess you'd be a journalist. We discuss this all the time. You and I, we walk around, we meet people that are in the business, and they like cats. Some of them like cats, right?
Cats.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? But then there's Pep Fernandez. Pep Fernandez has...
I like big dogs.
I'm gonna pull the curtain back.
Uh-oh.
Pep Fernandez has a beautiful wife and beautiful kids. I mean, and you look at him and you go, wow.
She is pretty hot.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
You definitely married out of your league, and your children, I don't even know if they're yours because your children are wonderful. And then you talk to most.
I know, the roast of Pep Fernandez.
I'm telling you though, you married outside of your league, and I think I definitely married outside of my league. My kids are beautiful. We're unique. We live in homes. We don't live in like a cardboard box. We're not writing with pencil. We got computers. We got homes.
It's funny. Kind of like on the same vein, I got home after Star Wars last night. Spoiler free. I'm not going to say anything.
That was horrible.
Movie. A little disappointed. A little underwhelmed.
Yeah.
But I got home last night. My wife and I forgot how we got into the conversation, but she was talking about the fact that people are enjoying the radio show. And she has people in her circle saying, hey, we heard Pep on the radio. He sounded great. And my first thought was, well, I don't know. Did they think we were going to be bad? I mean, dude, I got into broadcasting in 2000. I've been doing this 17 years. If I was bad, I'd feel I should have got out a long time ago. Were they like, oh, man, I'm surprised Pep, man. I thought he was going to be awful. He's actually not too bad.
Well, I have a similar story. I have a guy that I work with. Literally work with. And our principal stepped down. The great Sue Boyd left. He left Norte Vista. So they had a big thing for her at lunchtime. I'm standing next to this guy, one of my coworkers. And he goes...
You're going to clean up this story, right?
Yeah, I will. And he goes... He looks over at me and he goes... Man, I was listening to the Loose Cannons.
Our colleagues down in San Diego, right? On the Fox Sports affiliate.
And they used to be on 1350.
We took their time slot.
And he goes, hey, I was listening to my show.
He loves the Loose Cannons.
Yeah, last Monday, I turned on the Loose Cannons, and I heard this. And he called me. He said, I heard this SOB. And he looked right over at me, and I'm standing there. I go, sorry, I guess. But he said he enjoyed it, and he's listening now. So, yeah, but it was shocking. He was matter of fact and kind of angry. And then he said, that was Gorham. He had no idea it was me. It's great.
And there you're standing right next to him.
Yeah.
Big radio star. Just ask Cameron McHugh. Ran into him at the movies last night.
Oh, that's right.
That's Jeff Gorham from the Inland Sports Show.
Yeah,
there he did. Interview right there on Instagram with Jeff.
The little junior high boys from Matthew Gage Middle School. But I will say this. Our mystery guest, is listening right now. He's getting ready after the commercial break.
Well, if he's listening, we're running a little late because we had to dig real deep on this one. We're still at the break halftime for the Cajon football game, but we're going to take a break right now so we get the mystery guest on. As we're going to finish strong right here, Jeff. It's Friday.
I can't wait to talk to this guy.
You're feeling so much better. I can tell.
I love this guy. I do. Next to you, Pep. He's my next favorite guy.
All right, mystery guest time and Cajon updates when we come back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
Yeah, thank God it's Friday.
Fear does not exist in this dojo, does it? No, Sensei! Pain does not exist in this dojo, does it? No, Sensei! Defeat does not exist in this dojo, does it? No, Sensei! Prepare!
The Inland Empire's home for all things IE just got even better. Introducing the award-winning Inland Sports Show with Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
Weekdays 3 to 6 p.m.
Your local sports leader in the Inland Empire. Fox Sports IE 1350.
Pros, if you're
I played once upon a time at Centennial High School. I was actually on the first ever CIF championship team back in 2000, and then my senior year we won it again. I'd say that's my passion because I've done it. I know exactly where these athletes are at. I know what their mindset is right now. I know how hard it is to, number one, find a performance coach who can take you to the next level. What sets us apart has to be, how we work with our athletes and what we know. We can take an athlete and help them reach their athletic potential, help them, prevent injuries, help get them stronger. I know every single athlete who steps into this gym. I know exactly where they're at, and I'm going to progress them every week. If you're not getting results, then, what's it about? We're going to deliver something that's measurable, in terms of speed, power, strength, agility.
Thank God, first of all. I thank the great people that I've got around me that help support me, the people that work for me. As I started, if it wasn't for the people around me, we probably wouldn't be here right now, but I've got a great staff. I've got great people that do stuff for us outside the store, and we've been very, very fortunate. Our service is impeccable, and we just keep trying to get better every year. We can do online stuff for your teams, as well as, like I said, the screen printing, the embroidery. We also have 3 women that do extra sewing for us, like tackle tool on uniforms, or the bling or rhinestones for different shirts for the ladies. That's why we have certain racks just for certain schools, and the fun about that is that it turns into other schools that may come in here that aren't as close, that we can do stuff for them as well. We've had very, very good customers throughout the years, and it's just been a blast.
Hispanic Scholarship Fund helps you prepare, plan, and pay for your kids' college education. Learn more at hsf.net. Brought to you by the Hispanic Scholarship Fund and the Ad Council.
Think you gonna get away with it? Not up in here!
Not up in here!
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
And welcome back to the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM. Hey, Cullen, are we still at the half for Cajon football?
3 seconds into the second half, Sarah received the opening kickoff near midfield. Still 14-7.
You won't get updates like that anywhere else. Except for the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM. Jeff, we have a mystery guest. You were working your phone over here. I really don't know. I walked out of the room. You lined all this up.
Yes, the mystery guest. Mr. Guest, how are you tonight?
Very well. It's an honor to be with you, gentlemen.
Okay, now this mystery guest was a fixture here in Riverside on the sports scene for how many years?
11 seasons.
11 years here locally, heard around the world.
Give me one more. Give me another hint.
He is also a world-class musician, and I have his CD in my car right now as we speak.
I got it. I think I got it.
Who is our mystery guest, Mr. Pep Fernandez?
Is it the voice of the Nevada Wolfpack?
It is.
Yeah!
John Ramey!
John Ramey. When you said music, that's what he's the only musician / broadcaster that I know.
John Ramey, the former voice of the UC Riverside Highlanders of 11 years, my former partner and my dear friend, John Ramey. Welcome to the show,
What's shaking,
John.
Guys? You guys are way better than the Loose Cannons. I want to say that for the record.
Yeah! Well, we appreciate that. And you are way better than us at doing play-by-play basketball, so I'm sure UC Riverside really misses you right now.
No. I'm getting rave reviews. You guys are doing a great job.
Oh, you're just being nice. But how's Nevada football and basketball treating you?
Well, football was 3-9, so I didn't have to worry about a bowl. So that has been tucked into bed since Thanksgiving weekend, but I had a blast. I mean, for a 3-win season, it was a ton of fun. We opened at Northwestern. We played in the Palouse at Washington State. We went to the new stadium at Colorado State. I got to work a game in Boise on the blue turf, an iconic venue in college football. And then Nevada won the rivalry game for the Fremont Cannon against UNLV and retained the Cannon. So it was a great ride. Working with head coach Jay Norvell has been just a wonderful experience. And the IE is well represented on the roster, guys. So the football season was a ball for me.
Yeah, we love those IE guys that have gone up to Nevada, the Wolfpack. They've had a pipeline of sorts of going up to that program up there. I know Ian Zamudio was a kid that, actually, John, you and I had talked about it before, that they really liked him. He was a freshman, and they didn't know if they were going to redshirt him or keep him around or play him right away. But what did they end up doing with Ian Zamudio at Notre Dame High School?
He did not play, so I would assume he gets a red shirt. I haven't heard official word on that, but he was a standout on the practice squad on the scout team. And in football, that's critical. You need guys who are not first or second stringers to really bring the performance during the week as part of the scout team. Zamudio, a little undersized, but Jay Norvell was a wide receivers coach throughout his assistant career, which spanned 31 years before he got this head coaching job at Nevada, and he loves receivers. He's written a book called The Complete Wide Receiver that I recommend anybody who likes football reads. It's from about 6 years ago. So Jay likes receivers. He loves their role on the team, and I know that Zamudio wouldn't be getting those opportunities even on the scout team if he wasn't a guy the coaches didn't really support.
Well, you've seen all the Mountain West Conference teams, and Boise State was able to hold off Fresno State for that conference championship. And a big reason for the Broncos' success this season was the play of 1,000-yard rusher Alexander Madison out of San Bernardino High School. What do you remember from that contest against Boise State, what Alexander Madison was able to do against Nevada?
I just remember Boise won big.
Nevada, he probably ran wild.
Nevada beat Hawaii by 7, lost by 3 at Colorado State, and then lost by 3 at home to Air Force, and then had a bye week. And so there was momentum even after a 1-2 stretch, and then Boise manhandled them. And Madison was part of that. I mean, they physically dominated the line of scrimmage. And, football's a simple game when that happens. And Madison was a real part of that. Boise was pretty meat and potatoes, well coached. But I don't think a defense missed a tackle. It was really a treat to see that program.
Now you're on to basketball and the great Nevada team this year, coached by Coach Musselman. Are you having fun calling those games?
I sure am. They're 8-2. They started off 8-0, a program record in the Division I era. Their RPI rests at 16. They had a brief top 25 ranking. They got bumped out of that top 25 ranking, losing in overtime at Texas Tech, who had been previously ranked, who was ranked again, and then losing by 4 to number 20 Texas Christian at Staples Center last week. So the two losses are a combined 4 possessions, including 1 overtime at Texas Tech, a Big 12 school. So 8-2 is pretty solid. And then they head into a 4-game stretch here, 2 home games and 2 games in Las Vegas before the Christmas holiday as part of the Continental Tire Las Vegas Classic. It is Radford on Sunday, followed by UC Davis of the Big West. And Davis is running an RPI at 25. If Davis and Nevada met right now, guys, it would be RPI 16 versus 25, which is...
Great matchup.
It's rarefied air, right?
Yeah, and the Big West this year, their RPI right now is at 10, which is great. The Big West Conference.
Santa Barbara's RPI is 34, I was saying. I'm like, okay, Big West represents.
Yeah.
Well, I will say this. Everywhere I've gone so far this year, they always look at me and they go, "Where's the other bald guy?" And I go, "He is gone. He is moving on up. He's calling all kinds of games on up, calling football, basketball, baseball, everywhere." John Ramey's also the voice of UCLA baseball. Been a caller for how long have you been with those guys for?
7 seasons with the Bruins.
So, an amazing run. And I will say this, Pep is going up to Montana tomorrow to cover the Highlanders.
Yes. All right, Pep.
Yes.
This is a funny story to me. I don't know, you guys don't remember Jim Wooldridge, the
of course.
Preceded Dennis Cutts. Jim was a more fiery personality than Cutts. And my second season calling the men's games at Riverside, so 09-10, I got a brilliant idea that since I was getting a free plane ride to Missoula, I'd bring my guitar and play a gig.
Nice. Sounds like a good idea.
And it's a dumb idea because you got. Now I ended up playing like an in-store at some like vintage shop, and Missoula's a hip little town. I really liked it. You'll enjoy it. But it was just too cumbersome with like my bag and then a gear bag and then a guitar. And at one point, Wooldridge saw me wrestling to like put my beat up guitar case under the bus, and he just shook his head. This is a guy who'd been at Kansas State, right? And he's looking at me, some scraggly wannabe songwriter / radio broadcaster, trying to push his banged up acoustic guitar next to the ball bag under the bus. I think it was a career low for him. But the gig in Missoula went well, so well that I never again tried to combine playing on the road
One and done.
and broadcasting. That's my Missoula story.
Well, John, we appreciate the time. We want to make you a frequent guest. We got to do this again real soon. I know you're busy traveling with the Wolfpack at Nevada, but let's do this again real soon, and we'll talk more college basketball with you.
I would love that. You guys have my number. Hit me up anytime.
Well,
great to be on with you guys.
I miss you, John. You're the greatest, and thanks for calling in today.
Jeffrey, like Chaucer, is lovely to hear your voice, and congratulations, both of you, on all the success of the new show.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you, John. The great John Ramey, the voice of Nevada football and basketball and UCLA baseball.
He does it all.
Everything, yeah.
And
he's all over the place. And a musician. Don't forget, he's got a gig coming to you, sitting near you, right?
Exactly.
Thank you, John.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you as well, the great John Ramey. Hey, we got to take a break real quick. A quick update, though.
Yes.
At the Boost Performance Training Update Desk. Intern Colin, go ahead.
Sarah with first and goal from the 3-yard line. Adrian Jones, as the Sarah player tries to cross the goal line, reaches around, strips it. Cameron Forrest recovers for the Cowboys, and they are currently driving back the other way.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Big deep. Wait, did you say on the goal line?
On the goal line.
On the goal.
Oh, my gosh.
On the inch line.
That is a huge swing. Sarah was about to punch in a touchdown, and that Cajon defense causing the turnover. Now we're going back the other way with the Cowboys. Listen, we got to take a break. One more Cajon update when we come back, and then we say good night. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
Yeah, thank God it's Friday.
We think it would be very prudent.
Can we turn our beds into bunk beds?
Yes.
Why are you guys so sweaty?
All right, we've already figured out how to do this. The beds match up perfectly.
And here's the thing, it will give us so much extra space in our room to do activities.
Please say yes.
You don't need permission from us to build bunk beds. You're adults.
The Inland Empire's home for all things IE just got even better.
How you guys doing today? Ray Bass here from Boost Training. I'm here today at the Boost Performance Center with the one and only Pep Fernandez. Today's Boost training tip is all about speed. We're talking about the weighted sled push. Come check it out. So when it comes to the weighted sled sprint, it's all about strength endurance. More specifically, building strength within the hips, the knees, and the calves. All right? So whatever sport you play, if you got to be strong and fast, sled sprints are for you. So I'm going to have Sawyer go ahead and get his hand placement right. We're going to get his hand about mid-height on that bar. He's going to back his feet out. He's going to bend his elbows and really get in the prowler here. Okay, so what I'm looking for here, when I say go, he's going to drive his knees very powerfully, and he wants to apply as much force against the ground as he can. That's what it's all about, how much force we can apply against the ground. All right, so ready, set, go. So there you have it, the weighted sled sprint. If you're not doing it, you definitely want to add it to your regimen to get strong and fast, and we're doing right here at Boost.
We're small, family-owned, strive for quality pre-owned vehicles. We're not a volume dealer, and we take every deal as personal to us. We're a low-stress environment. We're not a pressure sales house. If you want to shop us, you're more than welcome to shop us. We have, like I said, great rates, competitive financing, a lot of one-owner, clean Carfax, clean title vehicles. As you see, we have Carfax everywhere. That's most important to us, to educate our customers before they make a purchase. We're right off of Ontario, right off a couple exits off the 15 freeway, off Cajelco, off El Cerrito, and we're right on the main drag going into Dos Logos and the crossings. We have great financing, we have great lenders that we're using. We do buy, sell, trade, cash for your car. Whatever we need to do to help accommodate the customer, that's what we're here for. We have a little bit of everything. We start at about $69.95 and go all the way up to $100,000. We have Escalades, we have commuters, we have pickup trucks, we have Jeeps, sport utilities, and if we don't have it, our specialty is finding you exactly what you're looking for.
AM KUBE Riverside.
That girl wilding all outside. Talking about she looked like Janet Jackson.
Ooh, no, she didn't go there.
Yeah, got out of the car looking more like Freddie Jackson.
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
It's been a battle, but we're going to finish strong, Jeff. We're a second-half team, just like the Cajon Cowboys.
All I know is I had typhoid earlier in the week, and then I followed to bubonic plague. I gave it to you.
Yeah, you sat too close to me at Star Wars, and I feel awful.
Yeah, well, the movie, I think, might have got you sick, too.
Underwhelmed by The Last Jedi, but that's okay. We're going to go watch it again and maybe come out a little happier after it. Welcome back to the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. We've been following the Cajon Cowboys in Sacramento right now, playing for a state championship. Intern Cullen is at the spoiled quick quality oil change update desk with more because he was jumping up and down like something big just happened. Cullen, what's going on?
Cowboys still working their way down the field after that fumble recovery. And then just when you think Darren Jones can't get any better, running down the right sideline with a guy holding on to the back of his jersey, he lays out and makes the catch. So Cowboys down inside the 5, still with the ball. They trail by 7 as we get towards the end of the third quarter here.
Ooh, it's getting juicy, Jeff.
It is.
Man, it's coming down to the end.
King Flip-Flop was taken down by a flip-flop.
So PI and a big catch.
Yeah, big one.
Okay. All right, so we're going to – oh, hold on. We got to go right back to the update desk? Let's go back to Intern Cullen at the update desk.
Jaden Daniels looking for the intended receiver, which is Trayvon King, and it's incomplete. So 3rd and goal, 3 minutes, 35 seconds left in the third quarter.
Oh, man. Okay. Well, I got my Cajon beanie on. I'm going to wear it on my way to Montana to call the UC Riverside versus University of Montana basketball game on Sunday. I'm going to stay warm thanks to my Cajon beanie.
You have fun up there, Pep. I'm going to miss you.
I know you're going to miss me. Hey, and then also Saturday night, I don't know, maybe Intern Cullen's calling this game. It's Cal Baptist against Dixie State.
I will be there for both the women's game and the men's game. Christmas themed all night, so come out with your Christmas
It's the
stuff.
ugly sweater game, right?
Yeah, I think Vinny Fazio might be there with his snowman suit.
He would fit right in. He'll be at the Las Vegas Bowl, but he would fit right in.
Fly back and wear it.
All right, let's thank our sponsors, then we'll get one more Cajon update. In fact, we'll keep continuing to update the Cowboys and Sarah on our Inland Sports Twitter feed because now we're deep into the third quarter, getting ready to go to the fourth quarter, and the Cowboys down by 7, but look like they're about to score. Fingers crossed. Timeout on the field at Sacramento State. It's all brought to you by our good friends at Spoiled Quick Quality Oil Change. You'll be spoiled by their great customer service and low prices. We love you, Bill Navigato. Ken Sporting Goods, more than 40 years in the Inland Empire, and they still dominate all your sporting gear needs and Letterman's jackets. Boost Performance Training. Nobody does it like Boost. Lacrosse, golf, baseball, football. They will train you up, get you to be the very best. And Catalano Motors in Corona, buy, trade, finance, SUVs, sports cars, minivans, whatever you want, Jeff.
Van conversion, no windows, shag carpeting, creepy van. I want it.
They could probably do it for you.
I could do
Thank you, Derek Catalano. All right, let's go back one more time to the update desk. Is it still a timeout on the field? We got a big play coming up.
3rd and goal. Jaden Daniels slices through the defense. Touchdown, Cajon.
Yeah! Tie game! Off the air. Cajon with a big touchdown. The extra point on the way, right?
Yes. Absolutely. 14-13, soon to be 14-all.
Oh, how much time left?
3:30 in the 3rd quarter.
I can't do this. I'm too stressed out. Under my Cajon beanie, I'm really nervous right now.
You can't take that beanie off.
No, I'm not. I'm going to leave it on. All right, follow us on Twitter. We'll continue to give you updates on Cajon versus Sarah for the D2 state championship. If they win the state title, we're going to effort to get the Cowboys in studio on Monday with the trophy. The extra point is good.
It's good.
We'll see you Monday, 3 o'clock on the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports, IE 1350 AM.